leaned in, take your best shot. So many options of what life's brought. You always walked around with a smile. So many loved you, so many care. So many miss you, your moments we share. The questions forgot I'll have in a while. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Back spinning to the time when we were playing pool. Back spinning to the time when we talked about ruling the world. Yeah, back spinning to the time when I walked in a club and seen you smile. 'Cause if I was feeling down, you were there to ease the pain for a little while. Some say that you are gone, but I can't believe I still feel your heart on my sleeve. Am I really required to let you go? And I can still feel you within my bones. Our love and memories don't feel that old. I'm not ready to let you go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Back spinning to the time when we were playing pool. Back spinning to the time when we talked about ruling the world. Yeah, back spinning to the time when I walked in a club and seen you smile. 'Cause if I was feeling down, you were there to ease the pain for a little while. So many thoughts and moments yet not lived. So many games, yeah, we're yet to play. And I know I'll find you in a little while. My friend, I miss you today. After every storm comes a sunny day. Oh, a sunny day. Time when we were playing pool. Back spinning to the time when we talked about ruling the world. Yeah, back spinning to the time when I walked in a club and seen you smile. 'Cause if I was feeling down, you were there to ease the pain for a little. For a little, little while.
What's up, y'all? Happy Tuesday. Yes, I'm supposed to be at work. Yes, I had to take the night off to go have my daughter checked out, make sure everything was okay. So, hello to everybody. Thumpaholic, Sid, my baby, Wayne, Steven, Paul, Tasha, Rick, Slim Twiggy, how you doing? Now, I do have some things to say, but I'm not going to jump right into it because, you can't jump into it right away on your live stream or you're going to get flagged. But I will get to that part.
Hey, Tasha.
What's up, Grandpapa?
I don't know how you doing, Grandmama.
Happy New Year to you too, Slim Twiggy. I'm just peachy wings.
Oh, I know. I heard what he said. I heard it. I heard it.
No, we're not getting into that right now.
Oh, I know. It was very disrespectful, though.
Oh yeah, and trust me,
Yeah. Hello, Tasha Jarvis.
cause that's the thing, you know. Even
Hello,
though you
buddy.
block somebody,
I
they
know.
can still come in and watch your live stream. They can go to your channel and watch your videos and all that stuff. You just can't comment. You can
I wish
comment,
they,
but he won't see them or
I
she
wish they
won't see
didn't
'em.
take that out, though. I wish they left that in. They wouldn't have had trolls in the channels. But hey, they had to go take that out and cause trouble for everybody. So that's what caused it.
Well, like I said, I should be having a beer right now and not the coffee. But I know you don't like me drinking, so that's the only reason
Do
I'm
what you
not.
want. I don't care. It's your stream. It ain't gonna bother me, and you do what you want.
You know,
It's your
but I know
channel.
you don't like it. So
I
that's
ain't
why
gonna
I
say
drink
that.
the coffee.
No, I'm not gonna say nothing to you. It's your channel. I ain't gonna criticize you. Do what you want. It's up to you. It's all you're doing, not mine.
Wait, even if you did criticize me, at least you had the cojones to say it to my face.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm just feeling. I was not happy about it either. I was pissed too, but you know, that's.
What's up, Paul?
Hey, Paul.
Oh yeah, different jumper on tonight.
Just another Christmas jumper. I told Jonathan I'm getting us ugly sweaters for next year.
Hey, yeah, how it goes.
Hey,
Hi,
Marty.
Jared. Hi, Jonathan.
Hey, Sammy Hollins.
Hey, Sammy.
Should have had
Hey,
Yes.
a humbug jumper on tonight.
Sick all freaking day. Between being nauseous and back and forth to the damn toilet.
Oh, you too? Oh my gosh! Don't even talk
This
about
stomach
that.
has been-
Oh my gosh!
Oh, I know you do, Tasha. Trust me. But like I said, I have a couple things to say. And it's not just directed at him. It's about anyone. So everybody that knows me knows I'm foul mouthed. If I have something to say, I'm gonna come at you. Because
He
I
spoke
got the
about-
balls enough, huh?
He
Did I
spoke of
freeze?
something about that on his screen. I was listening to it. I was sitting there listening. I didn't say nothing. Paul had something to say on it on his own stream. He really put it to him too. Remember that, Paul, on your stream? You played it on your stream, them phone messages. Remember?
I know what he played
Oh,
on
yeah.
his stream. Yes, I do. I had no idea about it. Tasha, I'm not fed up with YouTube. I'm just fed up with people that, like I said, I don't care. You got something to say. My email is in my about section. I'm on Facebook, 2 different spots. Actually, I have 3 Facebooks and Instagram, Snapchat. So, actually, my Snapchat's like fucked. But anyways, you can find a way to contact me. If you got something to say it to my freaking face. I ain't got a problem with it. And I've told everybody that from freaking day one. I'm not a bashful person. You want to come for me? We ain't got to do it on live. I'll set up a private StreamYard. I don't care. Or you set up a private StreamYard, send me the damn link. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Be back in a bit.
Don't be talking fucking derogatory shit that you ain't got the balls enough to say it in my fucking face. And yes, I know you're lurking, and that's fine. but no names are going to be mentioned. So if you think it's about you, you can just lace up the boots, motherfucker, and wear them. Don't know what to tell you. If it sounds like it's you, then maybe it's you. Maybe it's her. Maybe it's they. Or the fucking dog. I don't know. Assume whatever the hell you want. Because like I said, I don't give a good fuck. Did I let shit stress me out? Oh yeah, I did. Am I pissed off about shit? I'm beyond pissed off. There are not words to describe what I am right now. Rick, I have done fishing live streams. I can't do a hunting live because I don't have service enough in my woods to do a hunting live, or I would. But I have done fishing lives, and we have no ice, so it's not like I could go ice fishing if I wanted to, because there is no ice. I'd have to take a boat. And this time of year, it's catch and release, which also pisses me off because I hate catching fish and then having to throw them back. Now, if they're under legal limit, that's different. But just to go fishing and catch fish that are legal and I could keep, but I can't because of the laws, that pisses me off. I'm not a person that just fishes to fish.
Hey, Mother Hen.
And I don't have a problem. Well, I can't say I don't have a problem with YouTube. What I have a problem with is the fact that you can report something for being violent, disturbing, sexual, hateful, bullying, and they don't take that shit down like that. But yet if somebody says that you're a certain some other, guess what? Your channel's fucking gone. Goodbye. No questions asked. You're just gone. Now, granted, did I think about doing a retaliation video? Oh yeah, I did. Am I gonna post it on my main channel? No, I won't. If I do, it'll be on my other YouTube. And they want to take that down, so be it. I don't care. They're not tied together. But the main reason I don't do it from here is because, one, I'm monetized. Two, I'm not going to stoop to the damn level. I may bitch about it and I may be irate about it. But I'm sorry, but if anybody didn't see and hear what I heard, you might want to go watch it. And then you can make your own opinion. I'm not going to judge you on what you want to do. That's fine with me. Don't bring your shit in here because I'm going to have to freaking tear you down a couple pegs. And I really don't want to do that.
Rich wants a link there, Tosh.
Hang on, Rich. Oh, so George got me a dash cam for Christmas.
That's good.
Yeah, so I put that in tonight.
Fishing.
Hey, Thumpaholic. Not quite sure why you're not blue, but here you go. Oh, I didn't want to do that.
Why did you do? Almost timed them out.
No, I hit the wrong moderator.
Oh.
Thank you, Rick. And there's the link, Rich. Tasha, trust me, you don't want to know what happened or what was said. It would give you a whole new perspective of that person.
You know what I heard recently, Tasha? It's going to be a new CEO coming in YouTube. He's making a lot of changes, so Don't be shocked what you see when he comes in January. He's strict as
Hello
a.
to the 19 people that are in here. Thank you for coming in on a rare Tuesday night peeved off stream.
Hey, got a right to be.
You're welcome, Thumpaholic. I thought you were blue to begin with. I'm not sure why the heck you weren't, but you are now.
Welcome back, Paul.
Hang on, Rick.
That's better. Won't be so windy tonight, Tasha.
Well, if you're making wind like you did last night, you better go strap the damn toilet to your freaking ass. That's all I got
I've
to
just
say.
been and done that.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm like, dude, seriously? Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Dino. How you doing? Either that or you better put a frickin' Depends on.
Wayne, see that?
Depends on.
Yeah.
Wayne.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
That's what I want is with like bass fishing pool going over the top.
Just send the logo to me. Yeah, look at it. Oh, here comes it.
What's
There it
up,
is.
Rick?
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Oh, you know, I'm supposed to be at work, you know.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
hooky in from work. Naughty girl.
Okay.
You've got to need a bigger screen, Tash.
Yeah, I probably need a spanking.
Am I am.
Maybe with cactus while I'm at it.
Oh, no.
Don't hear that. There we go.
Tasha, you should invite him over to try it and put it himself.
Hi, Miss Tasha.
Hey, Rick. Hey, Marty.
Miss Tasha and everybody, just a heads up. We have actually talked about it, and he's just going to be referred to as Jarhead.
Okay, that's fine.
But yeah, I just wanted to let you know.
Could prove
Oh, I
a bit of
bet you
problem
will,
there,
baby.
'cause there
And
is
that's all good.
a chap that comes in called Jarhead.
Thank you very much, Slim Twiggy. I greatly appreciate it.
Hmm?
So what's up, Rich?
Not much. I haven't been on a live stream or a panel or anything since before Christmas. I just thought I'd come up and hang out. Noticed, you know, your title, and I was like, okay, you know what? This could be something I can get.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm tying. What I'm doing is I'm actually tying bait for. Let me see. I can't see this right now, but where is it? But yeah, I'm tying bait. Where is it? Somewhere here. I don't know where it is. Where is it? Yeah, it's no.
I didn't know someone have a picture like that when you're looking for something. That's kind of funny.
Oh, there. See, there's fish eggs.
Oh, okay.
And I was just gonna tie some roe, have a couple drinks, and hang out with you.
Yeah, I think I might have to switch from coffee to Corona.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll have a drink with you.
Sure.
Mother, I can't freaking be damn texting you and trying to do my freaking live stream. You drive me freaking nuts.
Let's see. All right. First one of the stream. Let me just go grab something.
All right, hang on. I gotta get a beer. Hold down the fort.
Sure.
Oh.
So, Paul. Paul.
Yeah.
That was funny when you stream. I was sitting there laughing. I was laughing. What you were doing. Oh, yeah, I laughed for it. You know what I'm talking about. I'm not mentioning no names. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
You crack
That's
me
to be
up.
done.
If you're gonna have a drink, you gotta have it with your drinking
Wayne,
PJs.
best thing about it is he denied sending me their messages, said that I made them up.
I know. I know. I heard you. That was crazy. Hey, Rich. Rich,
Why can I not put twist loops on these
Yes.
staples?
are you surprised about what's going on, bud, or what? I don't know if you can hear me or not. Can you hear me, Rich?
How come?
Maybe
I
not.
suppose it saves getting a glass out straight from the bottle.
Damn, that burns.
Hey, Skipper. There, Skipper.
Ain't nothing for you, fat ass. I'm swinging split open.
Well, Bear want a drink as well.
Hey, Skipper. My frickin' I didn't realize my pointer fingers cracked open. I
Really?
burnt those two.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, because the one girl that I work with decided to put a frickin' pizza tin in the oven. Which when we do pizzas, they go on a screen and go in the oven. Kyle, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Shut the hell up. Take your personal shit the hell out of my frickin' channel.
Don't come back in here either.
Crack that whip.
Yeah, that's what I
Seems to
think.
be a cancerous thing a lot lately, you know. I'm not gonna lie. Me and Judy, like, I went around and I said hi to friends and stuff and close people, you know, through their live streams. But I don't know. I just decided because I was working right up till, you know, Christmas, and then I was just like, man, you know, I just want to hang out with Judy and have some drinks and eat some good food and stuff and just kind of surf around and let people do their thing. And yeah, and then it kind of, me and her kept watching movies and stuff, and I've been kind of hanging out with friends and doing gaming and kind of let YouTube rest for a little bit, you know. And then I come
That's
online
cool.
again and it's just all over the place. I was shocked, Tasha, to see, you know, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, it's everywhere, you know, that type of angle where somebody wants to kind of create positive energy or create negative energy, you know, around somebody, all that, right? But
Yeah.
the context and like where the visual, like, I don't know, man. What he said in that video, like, that to me should be a complete ban and all rights loss of a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Period.
me and
Yep.
the wife were gobsmacked with what he
Period.
said.
You know, like, I mean, like, he crossed a line where I'm talking about an enactment or a plausible suggestion of very violent, harmful act towards, doesn't matter whether or not it mentioned a name or not, it still showed and showed intent of some type of gross imagination of sexually harming a woman and then using her body parts to feed to lobster pots or as carp bait. Do you understand?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
that's what that is. That's fucking crazy, man. Like, at
I
first, you know,
haven't
I'm
even
just like,
sent it
oh,
to
you know,
Jonathan yet.
Tasha, at first I was like, you know, I'm like, you know me, I'm just like, whatever. Like, he's not even close to you when it comes to respecting people in the community. You know, fuck it, let it go. And then I listened and I kept watching. And I heard him keep going on, and I literally, I mean, that shit would be admissible enough if something had happened to you in some stupid, ironic kind of way. That would be enough concrete evidence to at least strike motive
Yeah.
in any fucking court of law because it's a vivid confirmational fucking suggestive video. Marilyn Manson did last. Spent his whole fucking life in jail. Put it that way. He didn't even have a video out there doing that shit. He just did it with people's sublimity. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I was like, holy shit, man. Like, this guy's talking about mutilizing a woman. Like, mutilation. and shit. That's crazy. I would just stay the fuck away from it, Tasha, and just be that'd be it. Be done. Hold tight to your walls and your friends, and never let that
Oh,
guy
I
come
am.
back.
It
And I
just,
apologize because shit, Tasha, that sucks.
the reason that, and I don't have any problem saying this, the reason why it seriously pissed me off
Who's man?
and made me so sick is because I've been raped and beat. I was raped for 7 weeks straight and beat. And then to hear him say that shit directed towards me, it brought all that right up here. And I had such a hard time focusing on work because all I was seeing is red.
Well, here's another thing I'll say.
It triggered my PTSD like crazy, and
Google's being timed out. Here's another thing I'll say, Tasha. I'll say this, okay? And I believe anybody, regardless, period, has some type of way or skill of, say, releasing some type of stress. When we get stressed, instead of bottling it in some healthy kind of way, there's a way to find a way to kind of get this out and let it go, and then you can move on.
Yeah,
But
my
one
stress
thing
release
I
is
was
fishing.
I was listening to a friend. Two people were arguing, and this was an altercation. You know who he is. I'm not going to mention Natasha, but they ended up on a panel together. The one guy got on his panel, called him out. They got on a panel together. And the funny thing is, the buddy had said the same thing, Tasha. He said, I don't need this shit. I suffer from PTSD and everything like this. And it come down to where the both of them agreed that at the end of the day, whatever it may need for you to let it go, or like to get it out and let it go, that's whatever you need to do. But if it begot, for people like me who do suffer from mental illness, if I tend to get to a point of obsessing over it, it can actually make it worse for me. My whole day will be about it. Do you know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, what they came to was, and they both admitted it to each other. It was so fucking great. At the end of the conflict, they go, "Are you worth it? Are you worth my mental health?" The other guy goes, "Fuck no." He goes, I'm not. Oh yeah. And the other guys go, "Well, we agree then. That's it. We're not doing this anymore." And they finally, But at the end of the day, that's what it come down to. So I'm here to support you, and we've been a part of that situation since it's cracked off. And I always try to hope that people can find the best result to keep a community together, and not have it as aired public. But sometimes you just gotta fucking let it be what it is. And he crossed the lines first, Tasha, hardcore, like hardcore. You know what I mean? Hardcore,
well,
man. Like it
I'll
blew my
never forgive
mind.
him.
Fucking
I
blows my
will
mind.
never, ever, ever forgive him or anybody else that wants to freaking talk to me about me like that and don't have, like I said, if you have a fucking issue, then come to me. My email is in my about page.
Right.
Come to me directly. I'll set up a private StreamYard and we can video chat behind the scenes. I don't give a shit. Don't be a pussy ass motherfucker and not have the balls enough to say it to my damn face.
Yep.
Because if I have an issue with you, I'm going to say it to your damn face. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you.
That's the
Thank
thing.
you,
though,
Jarhead.
Tasha. They hide behind the screen. They won't come and say it to your face. They won't come up.
No.
No, because you're all keyboard warriors.
Yeah.
Yep, some do. But even then, you're still not getting the true humility of somebody's colors when they're on a stream, Like some of them will just completely be on an intentional game face to only want one solution, and that is negative, whether it's conflict or whatever, right? There's nothing you can do. So some cases, even just to keep hammering it out, is it worth it? I don't know.
Oh, I know, Sammy.
You already gave him a chance. You already gave him a chance, Tasha, and gave some type of look towards, resolution where at least two people could go their own way and there was nothing else said or done. Him doing that's right out from left field. Like, where the fuck? Why the fuck? Do you know what
That
I
was
mean?
way out of the ballpark. That
It
what he
was way
said.
out of the ball. And you know what's funny is, not once through the video did he ever explain why. He
No,
didn't say anything.
no.
Never
I know
fucking
why
said a
he
thing.
did it.
I know. He said something and it went because of somebody being affiliated or being in some type of group. You know, oh, they're hanging out with these people, or oh, if they're going to be about that or something, then this is how it's going to be. And but still, my point is that there was no real elaboration as to what his problem was, other than some fucking personal shit in his own head. I don't know. You know. And
I don't know either.
I'll be the first to say it. I've been, I went through my own growing journeys with YouTube and stuff, and I've had my own battles. But you've seen Tasha from day one. I come bring it right to my channel. I take the beef right out of somebody's channel and say, "Come on, let's go. You want to do this? Let's go. We'll go do it on my panel, right?" And but I can say, out of both times having those situations, when I learned what I learned out of it is, like Buddy said there, Paul, you can never stop the people that are going to hide out. They're going to be about it with the keyboard. They know, that somebody may or may not be able to afford or care to have the effort to go and confront somebody face to face or any of this type of shit. We live in a world where it's, talk first and act later. Talk first, call the cops, then act. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucked up, man. People don't deal with conflict the same way that they did back in the day. But I'm just telling you, with my own personal thing, it was never worth it. Like, no matter what, it felt good and everything, but I also felt like I was alone. So I had
Hey,
nowhere
Joey.
else to go. And I think people that do that on their channel, where they go live, and start crazing out this shit and dirtying out people's laundry and everything, it really, at the end of the day, they don't have anybody to really talk to. Because if they did, somebody with the common sense would say, "Hey, man, come on. Let's think about this." You know what I mean? Like, say, like, the person doesn't have any solid friendship around them. You know what I mean? And so they just go live and they go and hopes that they get a response. And I just think, you're better than that, Tasha, in so many ways, especially with the people around you, your friends, everything like that. Your channel, the respect around your community. It's like this, man, compares to the two.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Creators. Like, it really is. Like,
Hello?
it really is. That's my opinion.
Hello? Yeah, I'm doing my live on YouTube. What's up?
Oh, yeah, freaking spoon.
Hi, Jody.
Yeah.
Pontoon
Joe.
Jody in the house. Evening.
My brother's coming up, and I gotta go outside, but I will be back.
Okay,
Okay.
Tasha.
So hold down the fort for me. I shall return.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Rich, I asked you a question.
Sure, yeah. Put it at me.
Now-
I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
I know that Tasha knows a lot of people in the fishing community,
Sure.
and they're gonna take care of that situation. It's gonna be rough for him, what he said, and I know they're gonna tear him apart. I know they're gonna tear him apart because, because all the people out in the UK know her too. So, it's a lot of
Well,
that guy's
I'll say this, Wayne. About, I don't know, 2 or so months ago, when they had a conflict, given from my own situation, man, I could tell you honestly, even all the people I've had beefs with, or people that have beef with me, I can honestly tell you today, right now, I don't hate any of them. And if you noticed on my channel, either I don't go live or whatever. I post my content. I carry on as the CFM, Canadian fishing musician. And for
Right.
some sense, I know my boundaries in areas where I belong and don't. I don't embark on people's territories or blah, 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 all the politics.
Right.
But
Yep.
I'll say this. I want everyone to kind of get along. When I first came a part of the
Yep.
fishing community or any type of community, and I don't like to use just the community as, say, fishing, because every community will have these differences. No matter what niche it is. You know what I'm saying? Could be homestead, could
Yeah,
be
I
farming,
understand.
could be fucking mine, can be anywhere.
Right.
You're going to have these issues when you have a whole bunch of chiefs, in
Mhm.
one room, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But using the channel to create some type of, using those, what we say is earned responsibilities from YouTube with monetization and stuff, using them to air out and create some type of thing, to me, from my lesson of doing it and learning from it, it's not fucking worth it. Like, it really isn't, It
Seems
hurts
like
you
you
more
said
than it does
though,
any
but
better because whether or not you get the response from the crowd or not, the mental obsession and the amount of effort it takes to concentrate around such something that
yeah,
can be just put away. You know what I mean?
I know,
And
but
most people like that, they're just going to get the couple hundred views. They'll set, it
yeah.
really just, the turnover is so much. Like I said, in his situation, I think, like, I mean, unless if he'd had somebody truly that he could turn to that would had a common sense, before that live even happened where he decided to talk shit like that about Tasha and everything, it would have never
Mhm.
happened if he'd had the
Right, right,
right network around him. But
right, right.
for whatever reason, he doesn't. And so he went live, and just started spewing it. And that's a lonely way to be. And for me, I'm better than that, and
I
I
know.
know
I
that as a person. I have people around me that I can talk to now that, just kind of go, whoa, hold on a second. But my point is that I feel bad because, at one point from my experiences, I want to see conflict, healthy conflict turn into a resolution, for the better of the community as a whole. And I just think when this shit types to happen, from what I've seen, not only in my own actions and my own
yeah.
experiences, and as well as other people that have hurt or done shit like this in the community itself, whether I
Mhm.
agree with somebody or not,
Yeah.
just doing this, like, why have that shit tagged to, say, I love fishing, and not one person makes fishing. We might make it as a whole, and I might
Mhm.
not agree with how Tom, Dick, and Harry fish, but not one person, and because of one person's mistake, does that make that fishing? Does
I
that
wish,
make it a community? You know what I'm saying?
Rich, I
And,
wish YouTube would do their thing by taking channels down
well,
instead of
here's the
letting them
thing,
go.
and I've said it before. You can. It takes a long road down the word, but you got to have the receipts behind you, and you got to be able to send the clips and receipts straight to YouTube through the support.
Mhm.
Reporting a video, report. I see other big channels, man. They get shut down within a week the moment they're monetized. Every time they monetize a new channel.
Mm.
So it's just about having the right information and the right contacts.
Right.
But I see it being done. See channels getting taken down all the time. You know, I've had my situations where it was about this close where I could have had, you know, I could have went
Mhm.
down that road and fought a
You too,
few different
Queen.
channels, but I didn't. I didn't want to. I was like, no, the amount of
I
effort
understand.
and everything that it takes. Let's say you shut them down. You shut them down, they move somewhere to another network, they start another thing, something, they start a new channel. It really won't stop. But the amount
Right.
of effort and the fucking energy it would take for a person to just every day, that's all you wake up and think about is that person and how you're going to do this. And you go to
Yeah. Right.
work,
I
you go
understand.
see your friend, you go talk to your friend. Like, you can't get away from, you know what I mean?
Yes,
And
I
it,
understand
and
what you're saying.
yeah, and it just, for people that do suffer with mental illnesses, I think it could make it worse. I know that from my own, I can humbly say that myself. Like, if I was to do that, obsessed with something, it could make it worse for me. You know what I mean?
No
Mhm.
names, Sammy.
Yeah, I know,
That's just
Tasha.
my opinion.
How you doing,
I gotta
Sammy?
get a spoon.
Yep, all good.
Sammy in the
Thank you,
house.
Tasha. How you doing, Rich?
You all right, Sammy?
Paul?
So what's up, brother? What you drinking?
Tenants.
I thought you stopped drinking,
I do, but it's Christmas.
right? I don't drink very often, mainly
No,
because of my damn fatty liver. But
the best Scottish lager in the plant, well, in Scotland.
oh, so the meat that I showed, my brother brought me a venison, a backstrap, and the shoulder.
Yep. No, I would just like to say a few things too. It's like you say, I won't mention the channel, but I was invited up there. A 7-hour trip with everything. He invited me up to go. He invited me up to go fishing. I went up, and obviously he let me stay. I wish I didn't stay there because it was. I'm not going to really. Let's just say it wasn't very 5-star. Can we say that? Okay, and
Sanitary.
well, let me turn around and say this. I would have rather stayed on the Arbroath Harbour in the winter night. Okay, and I went, and it's a good job I knew a couple of people up there like Scottish Outdoors. I don't know if he's in your channel, but you probably will know him, that I knew him, and he come fishing with me because Stuart decided not to go, and invite me up for them 2 days, and it was absolutely awful. But I still enjoyed it because the two people I knew up there.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So it was worth it in the end up, and I'll be going back next year. But I know obviously I won't be going to the doing the same situation.
I don't blame you there. Hey, Carter fan, what's up?
Absolutely ridiculous it was, because I'm about 6 from where I am in Scotland. It's about 6 hours more up. So.
Good, and if you want to know who it is, email me. It's in my about section, and I'll let you know.
Doing good, BZ. Thank you. How are you? Now, no names mentioned, but the person that we're on about, Sammy, was actually with him when he sent me the vile messages about my mates.
Correct.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
That's correct. Yep.
Hey, I like caviar, but not the way you make it. And plus, black caviar is, well, I don't mind black or red caviar, but I can't do the big fish eggs unless they're really done properly, like salted right.
Yeah, these are cured in laundry soap, basically, borax.
What does YouTube got back to you about that, Tasha? What you reported?
All they said back to me is hang on, I'll tell you.
They're going to look into it.
All they say is thank you for your video report. We'll take a careful look at the content. Remove the content if it violates community guidelines. So let me tell you, it violates community guidelines by about 20
Big
guidelines.
Will it violate that?
Yes. Yes, it will.
Yes, it violates like 10 community guidelines.
So
Because
what will
you're talking violence, you're talking harm to somebody, you're talking sexual assault, you're talking harassment and bullying, and basically in our reality, rape, with the context that was said, you know, so there's 5 right there, and that's not even counting like everything else.
But will YouTube look at that the way you're looking at it?
Well, Tasha's not the only one to report
sure.
it. 4 of my mates have reported it.
I mean, here's the thing: you can't, you couldn't incriminate him as to an intention of who, because he doesn't directly state.
Yes, he does.
But it still shows.
Did.
Well, I watched the whole thing. It doesn't say her name indirectly.
Yes,
like,
he did.
Say,
he does.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I'd have to. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, have a look and listen.
I heard him make an insinuation about her sexual preference and the fact that she likes both.
I have that too. I have that
that's
too.
what I heard. That showed a definitive that this is who he was talking about. But
could I say one of the words? Could I say one of the words they used?
Oh, I don't know.
Yep, a walking STI, STD.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Right, yep, I heard that as absolute
Like I said,
disgrace.
I haven't even sent the video recording that I did of that because he's sick.
You haven't heard that
So
one?
I'm having like all I can do not to send it to him. But I know it's gonna freaking seriously piss him off.
Ah, but you see, YouTube, if they look at this into what you've said, like when they listen to this, which they will, what will they do about it?
Hmm.
Will they bar him, or will they just give him a little slap in the wrist?
Well, I'll tell you what I did, and it got their
No,
attention pretty damn.
not with the context of that live. No.
I'll tell you what I did,
You
which
got
is
enough room
not.
there? She's crawled up on the seat here with me.
I went live and I showed all my damn receipts, and as soon as that live was done, I reported it, and I reported it, and I reported it, showing all the information and emails and stuff to contact me. I got a response, and those videos are still on YouTube, still available unlisted at this point, you know, because my content doesn't focus on that, but it's always available for the viewer that's interested. Until the conflict, of course, was to be resoluted, which never.
But will YouTube do anything serious about it, or will it just be a little slap in the wrist for him?
It'll always be if you're first content, regardless. I'm pretty sure. Again, I would think that given the concept of how in depth and descriptionable of the actions, that if fought properly, he could lose his whole channel, because it definitely does show. Like I said, if it doesn't show who it's for, it definitely shows human direct fucking harm. Like, it's a threat. It's a serious
disgusting.
threat.
It's
right?
disgusting.
And not only that, but it also shows some type of premeditative thought, you know, to what he would do after the fact, which was lobsters, put her in a lobster pods and feed her to lobsters, make her carp bait, feed her to the sharks. These were all things that, you know, were discussed regardless. So, I mean, the only thing that's missing, boys, is that it didn't happen. Because if it did, that would have been enough to fry his ass on first degree. I'm just saying. Like, the only thing that's missing is the act. The whole fucking plan was put out there right on the video. Like, I'm sorry. You know, this is what I would do. Well, again, I'll say this. Marilyn Manson didn't even say that much to people, and they chose to act on it. And when you're given the responsibility of a platform like this, you know, it is to some degree an angle of freedom of speech, and but we know that it's not, right?
No,
you
that's
know,
not
like, we know that 100%. You have the privilege to do it first, but what happens after? That's all.
Well, like I said,
right?
And the way that it was being described, it's rape.
Yeah,
it's fucking everything,
It's
man.
fucking
Sexual assault.
rape.
It's fucking premeditated. It's everything, man. Like, I'm just saying, and it just depends how much you want to, you know. My thing is that whether somebody's on a YouTube channel, Twitch, or wherever else, you know, it just comes down to whether or not the person is actually important enough or worth that amount of energy to, like you guys are asking, push YouTube to do something further than just a slap on the wrist. It could take legal. It could take legal fees, you know. That was something that I was looking into down the arrangement when it was infringement of character. I was looking at possible lawsuits, you know, and looking down that avenue. And sure, I could work my ass off and stubbornly make it happen, but fuck, man, our whole life, how long does it take, you know? Is it worth it? I don't know.
But listen, Rich.
I don't know.
But listen, Rich. Do you actually have to report it to YouTube, or did YouTube not know it automatically what he's saying?
No, well, there's an AI that'll pick up profanity language, but it will never, at this point, it's not, you know, it's not derivative to find out exactly what someone's talking about. But they have these features like Clip It, you know, where you can clip somebody's live stream right there, or like Tasha was doing, she screen recorded now for Android phones. If you put, the right effort into it, and you have them hard copy recorded, and you report it and keep reporting it and keep reporting it, am I going to say that the broke man has a good chance of getting anything other than a slap of the wrist for the other person who's involved? Probably. That's probably the end result, unless you got the money, or again, use your whole YouTube channel, change everything around. Like I'd explained this before when I was in a situation and pinned in a corner when someone was trolling the shit out of me, right? I basically said, look, you forced me to do this, and I'm going to focus all my energy on turning this channel completely around on everything that I have, completing shorts and the whole nines. So eventually what happens is you get the community's reaction. They report all your videos. Well, now YouTube has to look at this channel. Why is all this fucking shit going on? What, you know what I'm saying?
All right,
Like, how
Jonathan.
far do you want to go? Like, that's the question. You know what I mean? Because either you get YouTube's attention by contacting them through support or with a lawyer, or you become trending, and now you have a voice.
So basically,
You
what
know,
you're saying is, yeah, even though Tasha's
the
reported it,
creator's
right?
fucked. If you're a creator and you're starting YouTube and stuff, remember this: you are the last person to be looked at when it comes to conflict. Anybody that reports and stuff and carries like that as a viewer will be looked and respected as a customer or a potential customer in the future when it comes to ad revenue. All they want is people to pay for premium YouTube, and we see the little pennies in between. So, do we get respected honestly by YouTube when we come into
No,
conflict problems? I'm going to say no.
no. So basically, what they want is
No.
they want Tasha to take
Hopefully
this
it
further,
changes, but
but they're wanting the money too.
right.
No, that's
Right.
Yeah, but surely,
that is disgusting.
if Tasha contacts the police where she's to contact the British police about it and report him, he will get arrested.
They could if she can prove without a shadow of a doubt that it's a threat to her personal harm. Yeah, I think you could.
Yeah,
So
because
her
You
name is
could
Tasha's
actually
name is
mentioned.
possibly,
mentioned
but
in amongst that.
again, yeah, like if you've seen Paul, and I respect for sure 100%, if you're for sure that you've seen that he had actually used her name in that
Yeah,
video,
yeah, because me and the
then
wife were
So
both shocked
last
about
narrow,
night,
it.
send a video to a
last
cop, call
night,
a cop, spend a day, get a hold. You're going to take a bit to get a hold of somebody important to talk to, but work your way up the line every day until you get to somebody you can send that video to. I'm sure there's hotlines and stuff online. I know for sure there's, for cyberbullying and shit like that. In a few of my videos, I shared it in a description for people that were dealing with it. There's people you can contact that may look at the case and stuff, and it's full lawyer pay. You don't pay until you win the case. If you don't win the case, you don't pay them. Those type of lawyers, right?
Yeah.
Same shit with the internet bullying and stuff. There's people that'll take the case, but you got to have the receipts, and you better be
Yeah,
willing to go through the fucking nightmare of it being
the
every
police
day.
are actually over here cracking down on internet bullying and
Yeah,
cyberbullying. Yeah.
yeah, yep, yep. I agree with you. I hope, and I don't even hope. I know for a fact that it wills in somewhere, and that they will be able to shut that shit down.
So,
Mm.
yeah, I
so
got a
Shut it
message
down
basically,
good,
last night stating that I won a prize. As far as I know, there was only one other woman that won a prize in his giveaway besides me.
aye.
He wasn't talking about her.
No, no. He actually gave your prize to her.
There you go.
So basically, the bottom line is here. If
It could be.
Tasha deep down wants his channel gone and wants the foolproof evidence, it's going to cost her money to give YouTube.
It's
Not
either money
necessarily.
or a lot of time, and being okay and accepting the answer no until you get a hold of somebody, necessary. Like, I'm sure persistence will get you somewhere, but
But I'm quite sure too, if you just fucking bite your tongue and get on with it, karma will do its job.
that's
Yeah, but he
kind of
won't stop.
honestly, that's the way
He
I've
won't
seen it.
stop. He
I
goes from
sit
one person
back.
to another.
Well, I sit back, and I'm going to be honest. I'll sit back. I've done it. I created,
Welcome
I
back,
got on my
Jonathan.
live, and I confronted a situation. And I'm telling you, as a fishing channel, I would average around 3 to 350, sometimes 400 views in a 4.5, 5 hour stream if I was fishing, even playing music. But the moment I said CFM's got to fucking lose his mind, oh fuck, 900, 1,000, 1,300. Everybody wants to hear what the fuck he's gonna snap
Yeah.
about, right? Because it's drama, right? But at the end of the day, it doesn't. It's not who I am. But my point is, through doing that, I can tell you that it didn't like. For me in the community, as far as advising, you have members and people that are close friends of yours. Tasha did it very appropriately today. She sent videos out and gave them proof of receipts stating this is kind of what I've been dealing with, and that's it. There's no argument. I've seen it black and white. That's it. You know what I mean? And that's period. And instead of just going live right away, and as you can see already, you kind of have a solid support. Like this stream, in one sense or another, since I've been a part of it, no one has completely badgered out who he is or called him anything. More just a rebuttal of the situation at hand and where he went about it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're an asshole, he's a piece of shit, I'm gonna F and F and F. Why? Because there's the proper support there. You know what I mean? You get the proper people here, Tasha. And people
I
that
don't
will
know.
be there and choreograph through a conversation of a healthy but conflict, because for me, I'm glad that I finally did speak out after an hour, a year and a half of being trolled by people and followed and, all this shit and pushed and triggered. When I finally spoke out, they didn't realize that I was recording for the last fucking while, holding all this shit and waiting and, playing the cards because I'd already given them ample opportunity and forgiveness twice in certain situations where they'd fucking done me wrong or did something morally, ethically wrong in a YouTube, I guess, chat. But my point is that when I finally did let people know this, one part that was good is the community of people that had been through it, like Tasha and other people that seen it from the start to the finish. They got now they understood. Until that happened, there was no understanding of what me and Judy were going through. There'd be the odd situation where we might speak up or get a little emotional on a live about situations, but nobody could truly understand what happened to us. And so, what Tasha did, I think, was probably the best way. Was here, here's the
Yeah.
people out in the community
Spot
that
on
I
that,
think are
Queen.
the right people. Here's the receipts, and then sit back and be like, who's going to be there for me, and that's it. And as you can see, Stuart, that fucking fucking guy, man. I can't believe it. Just a scared little boy.
But what if you're a very, very successful
Scared little
YouTube?
boy.
What if you're a very successful YouTube channel with over 1 million subscribers? Would it be dealt with then properly?
Well, yes. You know why?
Why is
Because
that?
you have a revenue. You have a revenue argument with YouTube. You're a
Right.
contributor to the program.
So
Right?
basically, if
Your
you're
channel
making
is
big,
your channel
if you're
is
making big money off YouTube, they'll help you.
well, they'll listen quicker. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm
But big
believe it or
channels
not,
lose. Big, huge channels losing their revenues. Or I seen a few YouTube channels right now. Big, massive channels got taken down. You know what it was for? It's gonna blow your mind, and I don't speak loud about it. Sending viewers to another stream.
wow.
Fucking, oh yeah, sharing it or advertising it through a live stream and going to people going here, go here. Now you can share a link or have somebody in a chat do it, but to be right on the live and then showing the logos of another stream, people have
Not
lost
good.
their channels late in the last bit. They've been just nipping that shit in the bud, and I hate to say it, but YouTube isn't too welcoming to other third party platform advertisements, if that makes sense. Does that
Right.
make sense? Like,
Yep.
the shorts and stuff. You'll see a big YouTuber doing it right now. Sure, but look up the stories now. You'll see there's more and more and more and more now. People are getting demonetized and losing their channels because of it. Redirecting the community of YouTube viewers to another site, that's not affiliated to the stream. So, like, you can do a how-to video, and in that content, you would have a vacuum. This is how I use my vacuum, blah, blah, blah. and da 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 da, right? And in that video, you can you can state your disclaimer saying I'm not sponsored or whatever, or maybe that you are. In the description, it allows you to make that decision and click the box to say whether or not you're a sponsored or getting any type of sponsorship or compensation for the product.
Hey,
Right.
But
Rich,
you can still share that shit. Yeah, go ahead.
if someone records someone else's channel and puts it up there and puts bad words, is that against the YouTube guidelines as well? They share your content and put bad words
Here's
out.
the gray line. Here's the gray line that I've learned of that. I could take a clip of your any part of your live, whether you've deleted it or not. Once you click that live button as a creator, you click that live button and you have assigned the dotted line that states basically it's YouTube's fucking property. Okay? Because we're using their platform, their features, everything.
Yes,
The dotted line is the moment you go live, it is a visual recording that goes to YouTube, whether you delete it or not. Doesn't matter. It still was the rights of YouTube. So, a creator is not supposed to be able to use your content or resemble your content word for word from one timestamp to another, whether that be visually or audible, right?
Okay?
But they can say take sections of those clips and create some type of perspective around it. Let's say you see it all the time. You'll see some of these people where they go after YouTube Karens. There's one guy who's massive in shorts where he goes around and takes clips from people's YouTube channels and calls them out for shit. Oh my God, you can't, this and this chick did this person did that. And he'll be in the video talking over top of the action. You'll see a clip of it. You can see that there's an edit there. That's no longer their that's his now that's his footage. And this is the gray area that I've found with YouTube in that sense. Like you can't copy somebody word for word in a sense with copyright when it comes to music. We know that. But video, I don't know, because now we're looking at AI content, and I've seen now where people are talking about YouTube creators needing to define in the
With their
description
phone.
whether or not they're watching AI content or watching real content.
Yeah, they
And they're
recorded
talking
my
about,
they
pardon me?
recorded my live stream with their phone and they put it
Yep.
up on their channel and they were saying bad words about me and everything and they're still up there and I recorded them. But
You
they
can
didn't take it
fight
down.
it. You can fight it, especially if there's no content of educational basis. If the stream is completely under the attention of hate and like as we're talking about with this other situation where somebody basically went live and spent the whole, a good section of that live just talking about harming somebody. You know what I'm saying, Wayne? If
Yeah, I
somebody
don't
is just going,
that
fuck them, I don't agree with them, I don't like him, or her, and they're this, they're that. You do have an argument of what is called, what do you call it? Defringement of character or something?
Defamation of
definition of
character.
character.
Defamation of character. You do have an argument there. You do. But again, it comes down to, how far do you want to go down the
Rick,
road to it to get
Rick,
there, because it could cost. Yes, sir. Fuck, I'm
he
trying.
boasts that up in Scotland they don't have that ruling about definition of character.
I reported to Congress, told my congressman about it, to Washington DC.
They don't have that law in a sense up there,
That's what
Paul.
he boasts, saying that it's very hard to
Uh,
get one of them cases brought against anybody in Scotland.
It's a
Yeah,
law round the
Oh
world.
man, I don't want to.
Yeah, I know. But he seems to think he's above the law and he can get away with doing anything he wants.
Well, again, man, I know that there's people out there that are gonna disagree with what I gotta say, but if it comes down to how far, how deep,
it was bad though.
how
Partially
bad
was
you
bad.
want to get involved, because I've learned in the long run that even good people can be bad people. Okay, a good channel that has you can't see any drama or nothing doesn't mean they don't have a secondary channel or another channel that's faceless and all they do is fucking cash out people's shit. You know what I'm saying? It just like I'm not going to sit here and suggest and a whole bunch of things, but I'm sure there's people out there where there's groups that run these channels, and that's all they do is
See,
load up shit.
see, Rich, I'm trying to
And
learn the YouTube
the
thing
main
here.
channel doesn't get. Pardon me?
Sorry, I'm trying to learn the YouTube thing here. Can you explain to me or somebody here what the algorithm is?
Oh, the algorithm doesn't. To me, it doesn't exist anymore. It's more of.
But what is it?
It's supposed to be an AI generated software, and what it does is it's been reading YouTube since the time it existed, and YouTube has always been updating this thing. And basically, what first started was it used to pick up on the familiarity of people's hashtag words or what they would look up in search engines. Now, your Google phone or Android or iPhone or whatever has the speaker mic in it that's connected to your browser. Has anybody ever seen the concept where you start talking about something and then you go open up your phone and all of a sudden you see an ad about that fucking shit and you're like,
Get it all
holy
the
crap.
time, mate.
Okay, that's AI. That's what AI is now. It's an artificial intelligence that's reading us as a people. If you want my personal opinion, and this is just me, everybody's been saying, oh, they're going to put a fucking chip in our brain. They're going to put a chip in our brain. And I'm just as guilty as anybody else. They don't have to. We're voluntarily holding it in our hands.
Yeah.
And this thing listens to us and listens to all our information. For next year's Christmas, they're going to use that AI to come out with the best products and what they think what kids want next. They're going to use that to find out what people want to dress with, how people like a certain color, what's the most. This computer will generate this shit, and then eventually they're going to have what's called the robots, which they already have now, which will have a defined or resemble character of the generalized principle of action that would be considered as the normal. What the majority of the community would act on, whether it's buying a certain product, mannerism, all this shit. AI is only going in one place, and that's fucking, and it's my opinion, but RoboCop, man.
Yes.
I'm just saying, you'll have a few Arnold Schwarzeneggers around that will be willing to save the world, but the rest of them will all be minions around, just going, eat, eat,
See,
eat,
I've
do as
noticed
I
that.
say, do as I want, kill,
I've,
kill, kill,
I've,
shoot. The queen said kill, kill, king, kill.
see, I've noticed stuff like that when I
And
look
there'll
at
be the rebels and all this
when
shit.
I Google
It
Amazon,
won't be in my time,
then I
but the world will
Google other
crush.
stuff. I like I think about stuff like Google, Amazon. The next thing I'm scrolling down and they come up on your phone.
Yeah, well, I mean, and YouTube is very much the familiarity of that. See, back in a few years back, it was unethical, I should say, or immorally wrong to let's say tag a product in it if you weren't sponsored. If you weren't a sponsored person, but now everybody's tagging and tagging and tagging, either in their descriptions, in their titles. If you own an Apple Mac, if you notice in movies now, when you watch, you see Apple Macs everywhere. Like if somebody's on a laptop, 90% of the time it's a Mac. You know what I mean? Like in a movie, just shit like all that type of crap. That's to me, it's a it's a receptive information for the government or the hierarchy, whatever it is, to collect information to tell us what the community or the majority, the 1%, whatever way you want to say it, what we want as people, whether it's new cars, what would the sim games were a perfect example of it to me, and that's my opinion. The sim games where you could create roller coaster worlds and stuff, and you'd have to look over the community and make sure that they were fed, and if they weren't fed, it would tell you the community is not happy with you today. They're down 15%. What are you going to do? Could you build them a car? Could you build a new vending machine? None of them is feed. All the options is all about luxury, if you notice. Give them a new laundromat. You give them a new laundromat, they're starving, but the happiness still goes up 35%. They're like, woohoo! But they're so, like, you see what I'm saying? It's playing God. Like, and AI is giving that whatever person, whatever hierarchy, that's the information they get. And internet, since COVID and all that crap hit, oof, internet's where it's at now. You know, it's the only place they never governed boundaries or borders, and now they are.
Hey, Rick,
You know, Canada. Yeah.
is YouTube going to last, you think? I don't think so.
Well,
The
I
way
reckon
he,
Uh
TikTok will take it over, do they?
I don't know about TikTok. I think eventually, I don't know about all those platforms yet, but I have a hard time believing that TikTok or that YouTube will die off in any time in my life form or anything like that
Too
because
much money.
there is a difference in what they're offering streams and where other places isn't. Okay, Twitch, you can be live, but no live is recorded after the fact. Do you see what I'm
I know.
saying? So I can put my video out there, but then after it's done, it's gone. But on YouTube, it stays. So there's a lot of different things that different networks offer, you know, and I just think YouTube as a healthy structured core was what it was.
Hmm.
You know, it's how-to platforms, man. You know, how to do this, how to do that.
Makes too
Karaoke is a
much
big
money.
one. Karaoke is a huge one for YouTube. Music is another one. You know, shit like that. But
Yeah, but how about using it? If people are misusing it and they're using the way that guy used it, it's going to hurt YouTube if they keep ignoring
well, here's
important
the other
stuff.
thing, Wayne. I'll say is okay. If you think of the size of the world, when we look at a problem, and it's just me thinking outside the box, you know, I can be guilty of my own situation, but we look at a problem in our world and it seems big. But if you look at the world looking at YouTube as a whole, as a amount of creators, there's people dealing with shit every day. The difference, how do you prove to YouTube that they should look at your problem first? That's the difference. There's millions of users. So every day something's being reported, something's being thrown in there. Every day, I guarantee it. It's not one day where there isn't probably 1,000 plus reports. How do it really comes down to what makes our problem bigger than somebody else's? And
Well, I'm
how
not talking
far
about you, but I'm talking
No,
about what
no,
happened.
but you know what I'm saying though?
Yes, I
Like
understand
there's
what you're
so
saying.
many people, man, you know.
I know, but they got to handle their problems. They can't ignore it. They have to do
Well,
something. Because,
if I don't see many of them, but you know, or any of that I see of some type of live
mm,
psychology psychiatric like YouTube channel where people can go in there and talk about their problems and someone's willing to spend their whole life dealing with it.
well, put it this
You know,
way:
it's not maybe one of those avenues, you know.
the Google Plus channel. They had
But
Google Plus. They
it,
had a lot of problems on that thing, and that disappeared quick.
yeah,
That
yeah.
crashed.
It just I think to let your community know, especially, you know, in one sense what you're going through and, you know, let your close friends know so you have a support network down around you when you're live. At the end of the day, I think somebody said it just earlier, like karma really works in amazing ways, man.
Mm,
And one thing I've done is after dealing with my situations, you know, I took my own little hurt too. We with some people that maybe didn't agree with how I dealt with the conflict or whatever, you know,
mhm,
and that's fine. But at the end of the day, when I looked at that person's channel and you know, and have been keeping an eye and looking at it and seeing how their lives go, who's following, watching the chat and stuff, I'm going, shit, man. Like it's just dropping even more and more and more because eventually people can't you get enough of it. You know, if you're a creator, somebody on a live stream, and all you do is talk drama and shit and create negative shit all the time, how could you ever wake up in the morning and trust that people are there to support you for who you are, or other to be like the next news drama? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'm not friends with the news broadcasters that tell me all, you know, but I can turn it on any day and choose whether or not I want to watch or be a part of that or look at that shit. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Who are they, Wayne? Are they somebody who can affect you in your personal life and how much time you have left? Are they worth even an ounce of energy?
No, no,
Really? Right?
no.
That's what these two guys, man, I'm telling you, two respected friends who had known each other, fished together and everything, Guy goes up, starts calling out the shit. Finally, the kid says, "Hey man, if that guy's here, come on up. I want him to be up." Lets him on. They hammer it out on a stream, talk each other's laundry out, and then at the end of the argument, they both agreed on one thing: neither one of them was worth going any further.
Yeah.
And they fucking split. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
they
I
got to
understand.
scream and yell, and they got to get their energy out at the right place against each other, and that was cool. But the ultimate result is it worth it? You know? I don't know. I think, yes. I from what I've seen, Jody, you keep them on YouTube or you keep them within products. Like if you're a sponsored product review, I think, for instance, if you're sponsored, which I know Jody does deal with sponsorships, and you claim that in your video description, then you can, yes, direct somebody to a product that you are advertising, because you're still giving the community of YouTube information to help them. You know, if I was to look at the video and they asked me what kind of thing, I would say that it's helpful content because it provides me something better in my life, right? But if I was to just go live and I had a scroll thing going across, it was there saying follow my TikTok or follow my this, oh, find more of this, and you see my logos up there on videos with my TikTok logo and shit, they don't like that stuff. But you know, so it just depends. The product, like if I'm not sponsored by somebody and I share, you'll notice in my descriptions, not very often do I share anything away from YouTube. I just share YouTube channels that I've, gotten gifted from, or certain products and stuff like that. But in the description, in the monetize, when you monetize the video, you will notice there are checkbox in there that look very clearly, and it says, "Are you're clarifying whether or not you're sponsored or financially whatever by a company that you're showing or advertising at that point, right?" So, but to just aimlessly send somebody to another social platform, no, you're not allowed to do that on YouTube by far, 100%. But you definitely can be a sponsored company or a product or person and share that information if it helps your viewers or helps YouTube as a whole. Whether to be a part of that activity or whatever, then they're not going to argue that.
So these people
That's
that
totally
send
fine.
links, so these moderators on people's lives that send links and stuff, should they not do that really?
Pardon me?
The people, sorry, the people that are moderators on lives and people's channels that send links for other channels, should they not be doing that?
Well, I think if it's within YouTube, it's completely fine. I think it's completely fine to some degree. Again, I'm not going to determine on what is considered or what going to say what's sub for sub mentality. Mostly from what I see, I was helped and grown through my channel as well through the same action, which is we share each other. And
Right.
there's nothing that anybody can argue with that concept as long as it's within YouTube. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because YouTube, in the end, that's where they want. Like, put it this way. Let's look at it as a business. Me and you are on the street, and you go to me. I happen to have a social platform. You go to me and say, "Hey, man, I'd really like to be a part of your program, and use your social platform for, self-advertisement. I like to whatever. I like to work on computers." Like, the main objective for YouTube as the business owner would want to derivative and keep or attract more viewers to this platform,
YT
right?
Taco, you still in here?
Yeah, Carpin, I think he's in here. But
Mhm.
if any and this is where the gray line is. If any type of content is attracting or bettering the community, whether it's educational purposes, and that could be something that maybe we don't agree to be educational, but YouTube does. If
It's
Yeah.
it's to
live
better
on D
to
Ren's channel.
yeah, like to better the viewer or to better the community, whatever the case may be, the objective is to create and attention and to attract people to come to or stay on YouTube. And you know, whether if you're a how-to video or a sponsored kind of this is my product video, then that type of video content kind of focuses around that type of thing. People are generalizing that content. They're searching for that, you know. I want a certain fishing hook. I want a certain rods, you know. They want that. And so you're doing good by providing the community with something that can give them an affordable product. And as long as the content relates to the product and it links, you're great. But if you go to somebody and say, listen, if I go to somebody and say, get your free fishing rod today, come follow me on TikTok, that's wrong.
Aye.
Do you understand? If
Yep,
get your
yep,
thing
yep.
today, come follow me on Facebook. That's wrong because now you're
Aye.
using the platform as a gateway to get viewers off of it. You can be in fucking
To
big
another
trouble, lose your channel
to
for that
another
shit.
company.
That's right, right. To their competitors, you know, which actually, in some of them, if you believe it or not, like Twitch is connected to YouTube. Twitch is connected completely sistered to it. Like they're a partnered program. They're not
But
competitors.
there's a thing too, though, isn't there? You see people though that get super chats. Say somebody gets a super chat of $50. YouTube take half of that, $25.
Oh, they take more than half.
Do
Well,
they?
no. About 30-40%. Depends where you are in the world. Because they'll take their percentage, but then you have tax and then you have your own cut from your government as well. So,
So people say you're better that they're better putting their PayPal up, then YouTube can't touch any of that if it goes into your PayPal.
yeah. Yeah, well, I'm guilty of it. I'm not going to say that I'm not. And, you know, to help other people in the community or, you know, and myself if I needed something, you're allowed to embrace kind of personal donations or not. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I know the concrete answer to that. If it's okay to do that, you know, on a regular basis or something like that. Here's the thing. If your monetization is on and you're giving the people the option to choose whether or not they have a super chat or whether or not they want to personally PayPal you, that's different. But if you have all the feature monetization turns off and you're sharing PayPal, that could be a problem. Because now you're cutting the YouTube out. You're cutting the middleman right out of the business. You know what I'm saying?
So
Oh yeah,
basically,
you're snipping them right at the throat, man.
you can't win.
Well, you know, it's yeah, you're right. Again, it just comes down to the creator. You know, what is your channel about? Why are you about it? And sometimes I learned my own damn fucking lesson in this way, is that you can't please everybody. Even if, you know, me as a musician, you know, you got to think, being someone as a public person and you know, putting myself out there, I've never had so many problems in my life being on a stage in a crowd with anybody than I did on YouTube. I'm not going to fucking lie. Just for somebody who wants to play music and be a part of something that they really love. I never had any fucking no problems with my art. Have I ever had in my whole fucking career of playing in the last 20 years? You know, I'm 40 years old. The first fucking bar I ever played, I was 15 years old. I played with my old man. I had to wait outside until they were playing. You know, I waited outside in the car with the fucking radio playing until my dad come and fucking, come on, let's go, boy. And I got up there and played in front of a bunch of adults. I couldn't even have a drink in the bar. That was one of my first, you know. So it's just, I don't know, man. I never had that many. I have not in my whole fucking life have I ever had a. Anytime I ever picked up a guitar, the only thing it ever created was positivity. This was my first experience of really seeing, you know, any type of negativity that could go around somebody just playing guitar and fishing. Like it just didn't make fucking sense to me, you know. But it is what it is, man. It's a fucking dog eat dog world out there.
What's
But
up,
here's the thing.
South Coast Dangler? How are you doing?
But here's
Seventh
the thing.
Coast.
What I want to know about YouTube. I hear so many different answers. Right. See these people that make the money on YouTube. Is it through how many
Dangler,
people watch
how are you, buddy?
their videos? Is it advertising? I don't know.
Well, you don't super chats. I'm going to tell you right now.
Subscribers.
No, super chats.
Thank you, South Coast.
You don't make
So-
dick fuck all. If you were a million channel view, even if you had 1 million subscribers,
Yeah.
It would not mean that you're making $1. You
So
need to get
what makes
the
the money
views.
then?
If it's going to be on ad revenue, you need many multiple videos going viral at the same
And
time.
and
You
loads
got
of ads.
Yeah, well,
your
that's where it would come. Yeah,
videos
but
have to get 1,000
that's
to make
just to
any
make
type of
even a
money on
cent.
it.
Yeah, and I'm talking thousands, hundred thousands. I got a
But
video
is
right
it,
now, 165,000 views.
does
Don't mean
people
shit. It's like
but
$30.
do the
Fuck all.
people that watch your videos say you've got a video that 1 million people watch? Does that make you money?
If at the time when you posted it, you were monetized and you had ad revenue on that video, you would. I don't know. You could look up the ratio. I'm sure there's some YouTubers that could talk about it. I'm not going to try and estimate what it would be worth, what 1 million views
No,
is worth
no.
in ad revenue. But like I said, I had a video, I think 165,000 views, a short. And I think it shows still, like, it still goes like a few views here and there, like it keeps climbing
Yeah.
slowly. But but I think it's like $25 or something in ad revenue since the video was posted. It isn't so. People make money on YouTube through super chats.
So
Super
being
chats
pop
is where it at. Even if YouTube takes 45% of that or 40% of that, it is what it is. Do you know what I
so
mean? The
it
creator still sees more money that way.
it is hard to make a living on YouTube then.
You can't make it. I don't think like you can't do like. Can you? Here's the thing. People look at the vision of it just being like YouTube. It has to be like a business, you know. You can't rely on YouTube ad revenue per se. You're using the platform for an advertising program or a business program if that's what you want to do, whether it's gaming, whatever, fishing, fucking, I don't care what the topic is. But the idea is a logo, a perception, a vision, a product. And sometimes a product can even just be a logo. People really like that logo. So let's say if somebody's a gamer, they buy the guy makes a store. They make a killing off of the clothing. You know what I'm saying? They find,
Right.
as you end up down the line, you end up with different types of category of products being sold around you, and you're using YouTube as kind of an outlet program to get people there. But do you make money? Can you make a living just on YouTube? I don't no. People, you notice any of the big YouTubers, what do they offer? A class, one-on-one virtual class with the big man.
Have
Let's
you ever
talk.
had
I
Let's
watch,
talk
Richard?
because
Have you
direct conversation with the
have you
YouTuber Juru.
have you ever had money off YouTube, Rich? Anything?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I haven't taken 1 cent off my YouTube today, and since I've been monetized, and I have just a little under over $4,000 on there right now.
So
In
that's what you've took off them.
2 years, two years of monetization, I think I'm around $4,000. I haven't taken 1 cent off my YouTube. No person's dollar is coming off my YouTube, not once. I can prove you there's not one fucking transaction
No,
since the
but
time I've been
what I mean,
monetized.
what I mean is YouTube gave you money.
Well, I could take it if I wanted to. Yeah, there's $4,000 in revenue in my bank on YouTube,
All right, sorry,
right?
yep.
Yeah, I could transaction it if I want to, but I don't. I'm not. I want to go even more. Go higher for the amount of money that I've put into YouTube, and if I can't
Okay,
get to a
Queen.
point where at least I can bank out, I put almost 10 or 11 grand now into gear
okay, Judy.
and
So
everything that I have.
So you're wanting to get that back,
That's right. Until that comes back in product, I don't have any profit.
right?
There's no profit until I can see that back.
Right,
And it may
understand
take
you.
years, but it's not about that. You know what I'm saying? It's
Understand
just
that
about
now.
yeah. Oh yeah, fucking rights, man. Yeah. Then after that, then there's profit. But to me, it is what it is.
See, I
Like I
watch a lot
said,
of
man.
mukbang channels.
A
So
lot
they
of what?
have
Sorry,
like
Tosh.
the mukbang channels.
Okay.
They have like millions upon millions of subscribers.
Yeah.
So
See.
you know damn well they're making awesome revenue off their stuff. And I don't miss a video since I subscribed to
Well,
them.
I'm not saying for any, and again, I apologize because I'm not seeing any of the chat, but I'm not saying for any reason that a YouTuber shouldn't or should. That's just my decision on my own
Oh yeah,
revenue,
I
you
know.
know. But a lot of people will use it and put it directly into the channel, even if it comes down to buying something to make the stream better, going from one place to another with gas. All these things come into play, right? When a person first starts doing the niche, it's inevitable you have to pay out. You have to pay out, whether it be your phone, your internet bill, fucking whatever. Like there's a paying out point. And, if the community wants to help you out and give you something to put back in and you choose to do that, then the community tends to appreciate that more. And they see that because it shows an importance to the community and what you're doing and what you love to do. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's just for me, you know there may be a time when I need to retire, and there may be a time when things could get really rough, and when that time comes, I got something there as a cushion. That's it. I use what I do is if when I see super chats coming in or stuff, then I take a mental note. We as creators have this record on YouTube that shows us, and I know what that 35% is on a calculator. So if I see $50 in it, $20 of that is spendable. Now, if I put that 35%, I put it back into the channel. Whatever it is out of my own pocket. That's how it works. That's how I do it. You know, I put more than that, but that's how I try to ration it. Judy finally had to stop me, and she's like, "Listen, you're Canadian. Your dollar conversion is much more for me to send, money or go to America or whatever and send money. It's completely different, right? Our dollar's shit, right?" So finally, Judy's like, "You got to stop doing that shit," because I would just go super chat somebody else. But I didn't realize that I'm sending it in Canadian dollar and sending it over to Canada. So a $20, $25 super chat, let's say in America, could be around $31. And I didn't know. I don't know conversion. I don't give a shit. Man. I'm just like, send it, super chat, yeah.
Hey, I do the same thing, Rich.
I know it gets addicting, man. It's fun, Sometimes,
Like
especially when you're helping out good people, right? It's
it's
fun.
like well shit. If I send it to the UK, I better send like double that so they can get the amount that I wanted to send them in the first place because our
That's
money
right.
don't equal shit over there. If you want to
Yep.
send $20, you better send 60.
Yeah. See, in your aspect, you're better off to super chat the Canadians.
That's what I'm saying.
It's so much cheaper, like 100. You could send me 100 for like $80 or something. So you know what I mean? Something stupid like that.
Oh yeah, because when you put it in, it does the
So
conversion.
how are you, Dangler?
What's South Coast first name?
South Coast,
Dan, isn't it?
South Wales. I'm not sure.
Dan.
Dan.
Oh, Dan is his name.
Dan.
I think. Dan the man.
Danny. Yeah, he does a lot of fishing with Matt.
I'm getting this all ready to go for tomorrow, I think.
I mean, if you haven't watched him or Matt, he's well worth going to watch.
I think the most of my revenue comes from my shorts and my
Yeah, we're
live.
good, thanks, Dangler. How's Matt? Is he sober?
And the most I ever got on a short for as far as views was 3.2K.
Yeah, which is 35 cents, maybe, I think.
Yeah, but most of my stuff comes from those and my lives because
Well,
there are
this is
people
where
who
all the
come in and
battle.
super chat all the time, and
Yeah.
which I'm appreciative. I mean, and then of course with memberships and stuff like that, but I'm appreciative of
Memberships and
everybody
super
just
chats.
coming in. It doesn't matter whether you super chat me or donate to me. It doesn't matter
Well, and that's
to
the
me.
thing, right? You see, it's funny in a way because again, I've said this before, and I just we as a community, when we're first starting in a channel, you know, we want to hit that. Well, when I first started, the goal was 1,000 subscribers and
Oh
4,000
wow,
watch
that's a
hours,
nice size conger.
right? So that being said, you know, that was the objective and goal. So the grind was to get there, you know, as quick, and everybody would, you know, work together. Now, in doing that, you do channel shout outs, channel reveals, you know, and you spend all this time. But then YouTube slams the door and goes to you and says, okay, now if you want to be monetized, all those things that you were doing to get monetized is available for your members only. And you know, you can do, and then when you look at the features and how they do it, they give you suggestions. They say give these specific people shout outs, you know, make sure to make them. That's where I was like, oh man, like, I mean, it's not that I don't want to do that, but how is one person more important than the other just because they can't afford to be a member or they can't afford to super chat? Why? You know, and I never really wanted to be viewed that way. So that's why I never did it. You know, I would try to give everyone equal super, like a shout out, let's say through a member's video or something like that. But even then, I just felt like, you know, 9 times out of 10, I was in a live. 3/4 of the people that are in my chat are subscribers. There's maybe a, you know, 3 or 4 members, 5 members in my live at one time. And I'm playing this video that only gives shout outs to the members that are paying contributions, you know? It's like, fuck. You know, so as a musician, I don't know. I don't think that I don't want to be, I don't, all the politics and everything around that. Maybe if somebody else was in charge and they're running the channel and they all did it, it'd be different because I could just come up, play guitar, and jump down, and everybody'd be like, who's that rich guy? But I'm not. I'm the guy who has to do it all. And so I don't really like that avenue of it, to be honest. It just subjectively kind of narrate your focus on certain people just because they're paying members and stuff. I don't know.
Are
I
they
think people will
are they
naturally support you because they want to. That's it.
are they very strict, YouTube?
No.
No.
No, I don't think so. I mean, they're getting there. The AI can pick up profanity and stuff at a more higher rate now, especially the F word and apparently
Right.
the B word and that kind of shit. But again, if you look at the monetization abilities, you know, the restrictions and limitations, if you mark that video right, you can still monetize quite a graphic, crazy fucking video. Like if you
See,
look at the standards of the way a video is rated.
does monetization mean they leave you alone because they trust your channel?
No, it means that you're actually I mean in Twitch platform, it means that you're more liable and have more responsibility and have more risk of losing those rights because once you become monetized. On YouTube, I don't know. I don't know if that's the same thing. Like, do you get more privileges? No, not more than anybody else, but you do get to use their featuring, you know, their features and make a little bit of money on it. But do you have any type of royalty over the viewer? No, the viewer always wins. The viewer always wins. A viewer will always win until proven otherwise. And that's why you see content creators using OBS, screen recording, shit like this, and they fucking record receipts. And they do it. And, you know, that's where I got the tip.
Because
Put the stuff out there, throw
you
the receipts out there, and report the video yourself. Because now your report plus everybody else is going to report it, and YouTube will get a hold of it. And as soon as you get an AI report from some type of machine, then you can send them the clip and all the receipts and go through the
because
gateway.
obviously YouTube's a multi-billionaire business, aren't they?
Can you hear
Well,
her
they
asking
are,
on the
yeah.
garden?
Yep, they are. They've been around. They were the original.
What's about damn time, Tony? The fuck?
Yeah, where have you been? Anyone think you've been out fishing?
Oh, Anthony. Holy man, shoot. I was going to go out and join him today. I couldn't do it. There's no way. By the time I woke up, it was too late. But I might be going tomorrow. I'm sure he's going. Doing up the row bags for guard dog bottom fishing for tomorrow. It's supposed to rain all day, but that's the day to go. I love fishing in the rain. Bring a
Aye,
shelter
we've
down.
got a weather warning here today for today and all to piss all day till
Mm.
Thursday morning.
We got that as well down this end of the country, Sammy.
Oh well, all over it.
Yeah. Have you seen what they forecast from the 8th of January?
Not yet, no.
500-mile snow bomb.
Oh, lovely.
There's nothing in there, dude. It's beer. You'd be drunk off a sip.
Yeah, we always get bad weather. January, February's disastrous months.
Did you manage to get home with your trousers on, Tony? Or did they completely rip?
I feel
It's
jealous
commando
because
fishing.
I didn't even get to see his ass. I was gonna be like, damn it, show me your freaking ass, Tony. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't think when he said it felt really breezy down there, I said, man, you should be commando fishing. Make it more exciting.
He should just get actual chaps and just not put pants under him.
He'll be getting a wind chill bite instead of a fish bite.
Shit, that kind of gives me ideas, but you know what? I'd be a violation right now and I'd get a strike and I wouldn't be able to post shit for a fucking week if I did it. Because, you know, the whole showing the damn boobs thing got me a warning. I got my hands spanked.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was, yeah.
I can't do any more violating until after February 9th or I get a strike.
Just waiting on the sleep.
That one was totally YouTube's fault, too, I'll tell you. Remember, it was so fucking. She'd already made a thumbnail
Because
stuff.
I had a thumbnail put up and it took it down and showed me what just sitting there with my freaking boobs. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, well, shit, if you're gonna do that next time, I'll show my fucking bare ass.
So,
You can just kiss my ass and it'll be all good.
Okay, Dangler.
Good night,
See you on your
Dan.
next live, mate. Good luck.
Much love.
Take it
Sleep
easy, man.
well.
Take care. Have a happy new year.
Next time, I'm just gonna put stickers over my nipples and see if that helps me.
That'll be allowed.
On Twitch, you'd be all right, I think. Wayne. I hear you, Snicker Wayne. Now, don't be getting my friend in trouble again, you fucking hoodlum. Take your hoodlum business somewhere else. Oh, fuck. Talking to a guy tying salmon eggs.
Well, that's all right. If I had a passport, I'd come up for a fucking weekend. But they won't let
man,
me
that'd be
across
cool.
the border with just my damn birth certificate.
Well, we just got to get you over here. Going back won't be so bad.
I know. Because you're really not that far away.
No, go over to Niagara Falls there, and you're fucking about an hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half, tops, I think. What's Niagara? 2 hours maybe, babe? Not even? I think. Huh? All right. Oh. Hour, so yeah, 2 hours, sorry. Anthony. That's so funny. Yeah, he's got from the ministry, national ministry, they want to talk to him about cleaning out a couple fishing holes here. He didn't
Actually,
do anything wrong,
it would bring me across through Ogdensburg. It'd bring me across that bridge into Canada.
I think I heard about that town in a horror movie or something.
Right?
Agginsburg or something.
But no, I take 401 to Kingston.
Yeah.
All the way to Jamaica.
Fucking USB.
So yeah, you're like 5 hours and about 5 hours. Because
That's
I'd go
not
from
bad.
here and cross over to Ogdensburg and then cut down.
So let's just see. Let's say hypothetically walking. How long would it take you to walk?
Seriously, you want me to walk? Maybe swim.
Well, I would walk 100 miles.
I would walk 500 more. Oh my God, let's see what it says. Walk.
500
Oh my God, it would take me 5 days and 3 hours to walk to you.
That's not bad. See, a 5-hour
I
live,
love you,
5
but
day
I'm not
live.
walking no fucking 5 days.
It'd be a great live though. You know. Think
Oh
about
yeah,
how many
5-day live. I'd have to freaking shut down for freaking 11 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you, Tony. Hogleg's wife made that picture for me. That's on my thumbnail.
Oh, cool. Wicked. That's nice.
Well, I figured, you know what, might as well use something different tonight. Slim Twiggy, it would be definitely faster and cheaper for me to drive myself. I just need to update my passport, which is going to cost like $500. And then I'd have to redo it again. Anyway, so. Thank you, Judy. So do I. That's what I'm like. Should I start wearing makeup now?
It's too bad the falls didn't freeze. You know, we could meet in the middle and ice fish.
Exactly. Nothing's frozen here yet, Rich. I can take the boat right to the freaking middle. And you can fish on the Canada side and I'll fish on this side.
Yeah. We could have like a literally right in the middle where the border line is. We'd have a fish off. You know what I mean? That'd be good. Get 2 boats. Imagine. I wonder if somebody's done that.
Well, you know I'd have to freaking anchor my damn self.
Like, when would you still need? I mean, do you need your passport on you if you're boating? Like, if you're in the States and you're boating, you come up the falls side and you're fishing the Canadian side. I mean, you're not crossing a border. You're right in the water in a boat.
Technically you are.
Well, you are, but what I'm getting at is what happens when you get on the other side of the bank. Like, are you allowed to dock
Then
there?
the freaking Mounties are probably going to come after me and tell me to drag my ass back across the other
Considered as
side.
an immigrant, yeah.
Should be called an illegal
I've always
immigrant.
wondered about that because I did see a friend of mine. I wouldn't say a friend, but a person we met this summer that passed. I think his name was Sale or something like that. So he told us. But he bought a boat in the harbor where we were, claiming that he was from California. And he'd offered me and Judy a free ride across. He goes, "Man, you guys want to come?" I'm like, man, I get back over there, I'll never come back. Like, you know what I mean? I'll be stuck there. I'm alienated. I don't have papers.
All right,
nothing.
Tommy. Well, trust me, Judy, I'll be throwing my line over there to you and Rich and reel you in.
There you go. You see?
We'll go skinny dipping in the middle.
Yeah, Wayne's getting into his position now, Tony.
Yep. Yeah, he is.
He's sliding down that chair now.
He's actually not sliding down in his chair.
Looks like he is slowly going lower the headrest. He's
No, I'm not.
starting to get into the decline part. You know, the incline where his head's together.
No, I'm not.
Well, you can just come to the U.S. side of Lake Ontario.
He's up to Tom going.
Yeah,
You just would have to take a GPS to meet me where I am, or I'd have to take a GPS to meet you where you are. And then we just fish at the line. then be
Wow.
live streaming and being like, what the hell is this shit? I can't go like 10 feet across the freaking line.
Yeah. Well, I know that there's certain areas in Niagara Falls where they have charters and stuff, and you go fishing up in there and stuff. And I've seen professional fishermen that either from stateside or Canada side fish either side. So I was just curious
Exactly.
what happens if you put your feet on land, you know? Could you technically, I'm sure you could, like, I'm sure there's a way if you, but, you know, go fishing for the day and then go over to the Canada side and look at the falls. Or do you still have to park on the state side and then go across the border in order to be in Canada? You know, can you cross it with your own boat?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like a whole
Uh-huh.
freaking gray area.
I lowered my chin.
Just go at nighttime, wear all black, and hope for luck. You'll be good, Tasha.
Well, I'll get some scuba tanks. I'll swim,
My chin on my chair, Paul.
and
I put it
then
down.
you'll just have to drag me under the water, and then just throw me in the army sack and drag me there.
Asher, you talking about that? I used to do scuba diving training, but deep down I knew it was not for me.
Well, I was thinking y'all net me and drag me over and just throw me in one of them huge military sacks. There's some fish in there. It'd be all good. You just have to drag me behind the bike. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back.
You could always sit in
I'll
a
still
big
be listening. I'll be right back.
parcel yourself up in a box and post yourself over.
Yeah, that'd work. Might get here a little later than normal, maybe 7 business days. Depends on what shipping courier you use.
Yeah.
Could be
FedEx.
like UPS or FedEx, yeah. Be right the same day. That'd be pretty wild. I'm sure that's not a new one. Fuck, you'd have to be pretty darn sleep through the whole trip. You know what I mean? Just like take a sleeper and then crawl yourself in a box, fall asleep for 24 hours and wait for your ass to be opened up. Because if you're awake through it, could you know what I mean? Like, what the hell? I'd be losing my mind, man. No way. Yeah, we could sneak onto a barge there, Judy. Yep. Yep.
You saying that, like with borders, when they do the cross-channel swim over here, obviously it's arranged between here and France, and everything's laid
I
on
think
now.
so. Yeah, probably.
But
Yeah.
before they can come out of the water on the French side, they've got to have their passport handed to them.
Like, oh yeah. So before, as they're coming up onto the shore and shit, their passports are there and available and ready. Yeah.
Yes, so they can
Or
walk
you
out
know,
the
maybe
water.
even at this point they'd be waterproof and in their trousers. Who knows? You know.
No, the support boats carry them.
Oh fuck.
They carry all the
Wow.
passports over, and when they get close, and they can stand up. They hand them the passports, and then they can walk up onto the beach.
Crazy. I don't, like I said, I've met one person my whole time, and that was last year, who was in a boat, you know, or working on a boat that they'd purchased on this side of the Lake of Ontario, and had said that he was staying here temporarily until the boat was fixed, and he was going to drive the boat back over and across the lake, you know. So that was the whole reason for him fixing the boat up and making sure that it would clear to go across. And he had offered for us to come with him. You know, you guys can come with me. Of course, if I knew what he wanted. He wanted my girlfriend to come with him. He didn't want me. He was planning on dumping me overboard once we got about halfway out in Lake Ontario, probably. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I've had many funny situations. Yeah, California. That's right. It is California. That's right. Yeah. Yep. But
I'll be right back. Just making a cup of tea.
hmm. So Wayne, what have you been up to, man? What are you up to these days? You got product to keep printing off shirts, get some
Nah,
designs?
it's been kind of quiet. I got rid of a customer that was acting kind of strange.
Oh yeah.
So everything's been quiet. I got one customer lined up though. I get customers there and there.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure that's, how it goes sometimes, right? It's just small little thing like a hobby, and same type of concept, no like me with music. Just doing what you love to do, and sometimes people tend to want to contribute to make it a little easier on you doing it.
I'll get it as a business someday.
Yeah.
I got a card reader now, so
Nice. 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 Anthony said he'd be right back. I wanted to find out if that man was going fishing.
well he
He
likes
going
picking on me
fishing
about
tomorrow.
my chair, like he thinks I'm sloping down on it, but I'm not sloping down on it. It
Yeah.
depends on how the chair is, if it's lower or higher. But
Oh yeah, Buck, we're only razzing you. They don't care.
wow,
I
I'm
think
gonna
he's just
rebuild it.
razzing you, having fun.
This chair's gonna be trucking apart then and rebuilt. I'm gonna
The
rebuild the
chair?
chair. Yeah, I'm gonna rebuild the bottom part of it.
I'll be honest with you. I can't like I this swinging. The swinging part of the chair. I wish you could stop it. There's a feature that it's not. It's on a ball bearing system. So every time I get up, this chair will swing around and just
Well,
do
what
its
I
own
mean,
thing, right?
they threw this chair out, right? It was like a lawyer's office. They took it along, they were moving, and the
Yeah.
person that threw it out broke this part of the chair, the wood, and I'm gonna repair, put a new piece of wood in this underneath the
Yeah.
cushion and fix it. I took this chair apart, all the parts of it, took it all apart, took everything apart. I took it all apart. The wood was in there was like it was crap, and it was from IKEA, and they use lousy wood. So I'm gonna put a piece of plywood, very heavy piece of wood in there, and set it up like it's gonna be really brand new.
Nice. Nice.
I'm gonna be doing that.
Okay. No worries, Tasha. No worries, sweetheart. No worries. No worries.
I'll get more cuts.
Eagles bowling. What do you?
I'm gonna be working on some beanies and some baseball caps soon. I'm gonna be doing
What's
that
that?
so on too.
Yeah.
I
I
got the
know.
hat presses and heat presses for the hats and stuff. I got all them
Yeah.
all. So
Oh, happy holidays, everyone.
Yes, sir. Happy holidays, brother. Well, what you drinking there?
Scotland's finest Tennant's Lager.
Oh, nice.
salute, salute.
This is Canada's most affordable special Budweisers. Cheers,
Oh,
man.
salute, salute to
What
you,
is
Rich.
that? Is that whiskey?
Yeah, it's a 60 pounder.
Is it a bourbon or?
Yeah, Wayne's like, holy fuck. This was
I'm
the
not
whole
saying
holidays.
nothing, man. I'm not saying anything. I'm just listening to you two nuts talking out with each other. I'm not saying a damn thing. I'm not saying
Uh,
shit.
I
I'm
don't
just saying
know.
salute.
Is it a bourbon, Richie, or a malt, or a single? I don't know.
I don't know, to be honest. I want to say
It's alcohol.
bourbon. Yeah, it's 40% alcohol. It's a 60 pounder, so
So happy
I know
days.
it works. Oh, the taste just holds in the beard, you know.
Back.
Oh,
Well, you can see I'm back.
Are you having tea or alcohol with us, Paul?
No, just tea.
he slipped a little mudslide in there. No.
No, that wasn't me. That's a
Wayne.
Cregan.
Wayne's
That's
just smile on his side.
Oh, boy,
That's
not.
kinda. I know you're not.
Are you a drinker, Paul, or not?
yes.
You like a drink? Yep, good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I got a bottle of the old
fishing.
famous grouse there.
Oh, you like a wee whiskey too, do you?
Yeah. Yeah. Glenn Phillips is my favourite.
See, I like, well, obviously, I like my tenants up here, but I like a rum too now and again, a good rum.
Yeah, rum. Yeah,
I
that's
like a
what I
good
would
rum.
think. This is more like rum. Whiskey's kind of like more of like a rum than a bourbon.
An
It's
old
kind of a very.
sailor's drink.
I've also got a couple of bottles of Jack Daniels.
Oh, Jack is a trouble for me. I love Jack.
Yeah. I got
We don't.
one
I
that's
love honey
Jack
Jack.
Daniels, which is rye,
Tony's favorite drink.
and another one with honey.
What about
Tony,
Yeah,
the?
honey.
Do you
Jack
What's
like?
that,
Daniels.
Wayne? What's
Is
that,
Jack
Wayne?
Tony likes
is,
drinking Jack Daniels.
is
Anthony
Jack
would.
Daniels a bourbon?
Yeah.
Hang on.
No, Jack would be a whiskey as well. I think, isn't it? Jack.
I'll have a
Daniels
look.
Whiskey. Yeah.
No, I don't know, like bourbon or something. I don't know. Listen, I'm not a whiskey man, mate.
Yeah.
Like,
Whiskey's the cheaper of them. I know that.
like,
Whiskey is
yeah,
like
like
the
Johnny
cheaper of the
Walker.
alcohol.
Johnny Walker.
Johnny Walker's good. Yeah,
Oh,
that's very much similar. Yeah.
Oh, Rich.
it's called Tony's favorite drink.
Oh,
Did
there
you
it
see
is,
that,
right there.
Sammy?
That's my favorite, right there. That's my drink of choice. Now we don't get it down here, or we haven't been lately for whatever reason.
Oh no, it's in my work because where I work in
Hang on.
a supermarket
Right, I can hear
called
you now.
Morrison's. We sell it in there, Paul. Yep.
We're gonna put me wrong
This?
now. Shit.
It's basically a smooth whiskey, not a bourbon.
Do you drink it straight, Paul?
Whiskey, yeah.
That's the only way to drink it.
What, with a bit of ice or just
Nope. Nothing.
into you?
Yeah.
Are you a beer man or anything?
I do like the odd beer, but other than the whiskies and that, I'm cider.
Oh, you're a cider man, yeah.
But it's got to be scrumpy cider, real rough stuff.
Yeah. There's a popular cider now up here. Well, listen, I had a cider there because I've got relations that come down from your way, obviously. I used to go on holiday down that way, but I've got relations in Cornwall too. And I had a couple of pints when I was down there about 6 years ago called Rattler.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it blew the head off me.
If you're not used to cider, it will do.
Oh my
Oh,
God, it was strong.
High sugar, yeah.
My uncle stayed in a place called Bodmin.
Yeah, down in Cornwall.
Yep, my uncle and my mum used to take me down there and that, and that's where I had a pint. But I remember, my God, it's strong.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers, Rick.
Cheers.
And like I say, I used to go to a place. I don't know if you might live near
Okay,
it, Paul.
Tasha.
You might live near it, Paul. I used to go on holiday there all the time. My mum took me when I was a young kid. I used to go to Swanage.
Swanage in Dorset.
Yep, are you near there?
Very close.
Yep. Used to stay in Ulwell Caravan Park.
Yeah.
That's where I stayed, yep.
Yeah. I used to live in Poole.
I've been
Right
there
on.
too. I've been
Yeah.
there too. Yep.
But we've moved now. We've got a bungalow, so. But yeah,
Are you
we're
still on the
about
coast?
yeah, we're about an hour away from Swanage, but it's on a good day with no traffic. I can do Bournemouth, Christchurch, or Poole in about 15 minutes.
You're not bad at that, are you?
No, so
How,
we got.
how are you
got
right
all-
on the beach? Are you right on the beach? Do you stay right on the coast now?
Yeah, we used to be about 5 minute walk away from the sea
Right.
until we moved here. But say it's about 15-minute drive on a good day. If there's traffic, you sort of like 20, 25 minutes. So you got from Christchurch all the way down through to Poole, with wherever we want, just within 20 minutes to half hour.
Yeah, I remember I used to go up there to Cove Castle.
Yeah,
I remember the pub that used to below it. I don't know if it's still there. It was called the Greyhound Inn. Will I be
yeah,
correct?
that's still there.
It's still there.
Yeah,
Yep, I remember it. What a beautiful place! It really is.
yeah. We done some ghost hunting down around there on
I
Cork
love all
Castle
that.
itself.
I love all that too. I do. Aye.
Yeah, we had some good results.
Did you?
Yeah,
Well, obviously, I was just a tourist at the time. I never always had time to do anything like that. So
yeah.
I might used to go to was it something
Dirtle Door.
Diddle Door, aye. The big
Yeah,
kind of hook thing. Beautiful place. Studland Bay,
yeah.
beautiful.
Kimmeridge.
And the bay. Yep, Kimmeridge and the Swanage Bay itself.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful it is. What a beautiful place.
Well, if you like when you're down on Swanage, where the calf is on the front, the last calf, if you walk to the left of that, like 20 minutes, it's good fishing.
No, well, I used to go down. We used to go down to the harbour, the jetty bit, and used to do the crabbing. We did.
Yeah, it's
But
nice down here.
Oh,
I
it's
wouldn't
beautiful.
swap it.
No, of course you wouldn't. It's probably the most beautifulest part of the country. It really is. I
Yeah.
can't argue with that. It's beautiful down there. Stunning.
Yeah, it's because I now fish a lot on Southbourne Beach, which is between Bournemouth and Christchurch.
Aye, that's right. Yep.
That's where I had that bass that's in my avatar.
Yep, lovely. No, hopefully I'll be back down there sometime soon because I'd love to go back there. I really would.
Yeah.
I would.
Whereabouts down here would you go?
Well, the likes of Swanage Pool would do me. It's beautiful.
Well, if you
Likes
can,
of that.
anywhere between Swanage and Christchurch.
Hey, Rich, I'm going to go now. Will you tell Tosh right? Tell her
Yeah,
said
Yeah.
man.
good
No
night.
worries, man. No worries, buddy. You have a good
All right, then,
evening.
Wayne.
eh?
Take care, buddy.
All right,
Bye.
Wayne. Good night. I'll catch you later. I'll be back.
Unfortunately, I'm not in that financial position to move there, I'm afraid.
No, it's definitely
But-
not cheap down here in Dorset. Yes,
No,
thank you, Rich.
no, I know that. But listen, I'm very happy. Listen, where I am too, my house is.
Excuse
I
me.
stay right across from the beach. Yeah, where I'm looking at now. I'm looking at the sea now, so I can't argue either. But
No,
I'd go down there as much as I could. I really would. I'm going to.
if you ever do end up coming down here and go and do a bit of fishing,
No, I'm definitely going to be coming back down, Paul, because I've got my little boy now. He's 11 now, and I've obviously to him from 6, 7, 8. I'm going to take him where I used to go, and we'll definitely be down on holiday sometime now shortly. Hopefully
yeah, I
in the
won't do
next-
what the other chap does and say, "Oh, I'm not going now."
No, we'll be there.
yeah.
No, but I can honestly say to you, 100. I don't have a driving license either, obviously, but I know the travel where we can get down, and we'll definitely
Cheaper to come down by plane, won't it?
But
Well, surely you could fly down. You could straight into Bournemouth Airport.
Oh well, we can go to Presswick. I don't know, but listen, I don't know if Presswick still does the.
All right, troublemakers, I'm back.
I
Welcome
think we
back.
moved it on to Glasgow,
Nice
but
to
it
have
doesn't
you
matter
here.
any. Yeah,
Join in the chat. Feel free.
but it doesn't matter
Well, I was
anyway.
talking to
I'll be
Jonathan,
back down
so
anyway. I know that.
How is he?
he sounds like shit.
Is he sick? Not
Sorry,
feeling
Samu.
well?
Yeah.
No, I says it doesn't matter how I get down. I'll definitely be there anyway. Sometime just in the next couple of years, I definitely will.
Yeah. I should still be alive then.
Because you will.
Some air underneath the laptop.
You're already
Kitty cat,
young,
if
man.
you
Yeah,
don't
you're not.
get out of the garbage, I throw you out the damn door.
Well, I'm 46.
Oh, I got a few more years on you than that.
I'm 45. I'm not that far behind.
I'm 22.
Rich is the youngest one of all of us.
51.
Just got over 20 not too long ago.
51.
I know, right, Rich?
60.
You're freaking still a spring chicken.
Still a young thing.
I was growing this at like 5 years old.
Plenty of life yet.
Yeah.
I gotta keep mine shaved off, because it grows in like freaking what the fuck is your name?
That makes Judy a cradle rocker.
Tasha, let it grow. You can enter Eurovision Song Contest if you let it grow.
Right? I could probably grow a better one. But once a woman starts shaving her face, they gotta keep shaving their face.
So with us blokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but women ain't supposed to shave their face. Only other things are they supposed to shave.
Explain.
I'm not explaining nothing. If you don't know what a woman has to keep shaved, then I don't know what to say.
I'll tell you what, if Wayne was still there now, he would have left.
All right, it's getting into awkward talk now.
Come on now, no talk's awkward in the fucking truck stop.
I thought that was a squirrel then. It's not, it's a cat.
Yeah, it's my cat. She going fucking nuts. Keeps trying to dig the wrapping paper out the freaking trash. Yes, carping their toes for sure. Who the hell wants hairy damn toes?
Oh, fuck. I was just going to say, like, I never had hairy toes until I started shaving them.
Well, I never had hairy armpits either until I started shaving them, but
Yeah.
I didn't want freaking 5 feet long blonde underarm hair where I had to put the damn shit in dreads.
Well, you're not German then.
I ain't German. Well, actually, I am German. I'm a German Jew, if you want to be technical. And looking through my family lineage, this is the part I want to suck out, and don't take offense to this, Sammy, but I am part Scottish, too. I'm going to take a needle.
Tasha.
That alone, I'm offended.
No,
Right?
it's okay.
Get out.
It's okay, Tasha. We don't need people like you. We've got plenty like you already.
Exactly. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty fucking crazy. I think I'd turn freaking Scotland into a freaking mental hospital if I was over there.
No, we've already got that.
And I know you should be in there.
Aye, me too.
Herb says, why did you shave your toes if you didn't even have any hair, Rich? Well, I wanted to show my dominance, my man masculinity. I was worried.
I have really hairy arms for the simple fact that when I was 4 years old and I was in the bathtub, I took my mom's razor and shaved my whole arms. Not the armpit, the whole freaking arms.
You don't have a hairy chest, do you?
No,
Ask YouTube. Go look at the thumbnail.
hey, people can vouch for me that I don't have a hairy chest because probably like 25 or 30 people have seen my chest.
More than that,
I'm
guaranteed.
not one of them.
Well, I can't help that you missed out on that shit.
I got a couple clips if you no I'm joking. No.
Yes, Carpen, you shaved the gain hair.
I'll
Yeah,
do
you
my
shaved
head
your
then.
gain hair, yeah. Carpen's like, shit, I've been doing this wrong the whole time.
Carpen said he was looking at the stickers. I think a lot of people was admiring my stickers, Carpen. I wish I had another channel's extra stickers to put on my freaking chest. I'd have covered them with one and mine with the other.
We want clear stickers for that, though, wouldn't you?
Huh?
You'd want clear stickers to do that with.
Well, they could be clear, but it's got to have something in the center to block the damn nipple. Frickin' put stars across them.
Stars and stripes.
Well, Carpen, that's because you frickin' live out in the frickin' outback like a frickin' mountain man swinging from fucking trees.
Living off carp.
Right? Radioactive ones. Radioactive carp and fermented tacos.
Hey, Tasha,
What?
what's that behind me?
A cow. I see that it's a frickin' deer, smartass. I told him it wasn't a deer. I can go out and take another picture because it's still there and it's not a deer. The other one was a deer that I showed, but the one he was thinking was a buck is not a deer.
Oh,
Exactly, Tarzan Carpen.
That's right.
I know, Judy. That now we could go to a nudist beach. Well, I couldn't be nude at a nudist beach. I could be topless at a nudist beach, maybe in a freaking G-string, but no, I ain't walking around naked.
I think there used to be a nudist beach. You see, when they come about, I think there was one in Dorset I was at.
Yeah, Swanage, Studland.
Was it Studland?
Yeah, Studland.
Because I remember when I was a little boy, I remember very little, Paul, actually, by the way. My mum was saying, I remember seeing this woman walk past
Damn it, Carpen.
with about three barrels and these big. I remember it. Was that Stirling, would it be?
Yeah, Studland Beach.
I remember my mother doing
Well,
this to me. My mum done this to me. I remember it. Oh, I
See,
didn't ken that
I
was
was
the case
like,
there.
I think I was like 10 years old, and I'm the oldest on both sides of my family. So I was walking around Sand Island with my cousins because their parents were doing drugs. So I walk around the corner and here's Shamu laying on the damn beach, stark ass naked. I swear to God, my freaking eyes melted and I was traumatized. And I'm like, look the other way and keep walking. So I'm like turning their heads because they're all younger than me, 2 and 4 years younger than me. So I trying to get them to turn their freaking head so I don't get traumatized by the thing that was laying naked on the freaking beach. I mean, hey, everybody's sexy in their own way, but I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be laying there on the freaking beach naked.
Jump on
Unless
coming
it's
over
a
then.
nudist beach. That's a different thing. But not just on a regular beach am I gonna be laying there freaking naked.
And do you know you can do live from them beaches as well?
Yeah, but see, if you're fully nude, it's sexual content, and it's an automatic takedown and possible strike on your YouTube channel.
I don't know. I think it'd be an automatic take up.
Now, granted, I can create a private stream and send people the link, and then they can come in on the backstage live and be whatever condition they want to be because nobody's seeing it. I don't know, Carpin. But yeah, you can't do it on YouTube because it goes against community guidelines.
What does?
See, that's the problem, Judy. If I went to a nudist beach, okay, and freaking dudes walking around like that, because there could be like this, or they could be like this, and then ones that are like this. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna die fucking laughing. I'm gonna fall right there in the freaking sand, laugh myself until I piss my damn self over it. So yeah. Another thing that peeved me off is I had to go rescue my daughter again from her baby daddy because he's a POS. And then tonight, after I take her to the freaking ER or urgent care for her severe rash that I said she looked like she got the damn measles, I had to take her back to baby daddy. So tomorrow when I get up, I got to throw all her shit back in my damn trunk and take it back to her. You get poked somewhere, Judy.
The easiest way to get yourself a private beach in a public beach is to strip naked.
Yeah.
People will get the fuck out of there real quick.
Well, shit, if that's the case, I'll haul in a freaking dump truck load of white sand. I'll put it out there in the freaking front yard for all to see, and I'll lay out there on a towel. Welcome to Pornhub at the truck stop. That would be my Pornhub name, or my OnlyFans page, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. After dark at the truck stop.
Well, I must say my weather app has told the truth. From the 27th at 1:30 a.m. till 12 a.m. the 28th, it's to piss down, and you know something? It's absolutely pissing.
Yeah.
No, that's just me over your house.
Yeah?
I said that's just me over your house.
That's just...
I figured I'd let it run.
Let's see what the weather. See, I want to go tomorrow. I don't care if it rains because I got a shanty. But if it's...
Are you going
no point in saying I'm back. You can see me.
But if the wind's too bad, then it can be a bit sketchy trying to keep that shanty down.
Are you going fishing tomorrow, Rich?
I might. I'm going to look at the weather.
Yep.
Oh, come on, Carpet. You know they'd be throwing themselves at you. Your missus may come running with something.
It's definitely going to rain.
Well, you can have some of ours. It's fucking lashing.
5 millimeters.
It's supposed to rain here the next 4 damn days.
It's been raining here for the last hour or two.
Yeah, same here. Yeah, but
Our
you see the
weather
rain.
right now
Well,
is like
Like I
fucking
said, Paul, like you
April.
were away, it started here there about 20 minutes ago. It's absolutely pissing here.
Yeah.
See, the rain for us, with the rain brings the water level up, but it also brings a current from the creeks, and it pushes out into the lake, and it attracts the fish to come up. It pushes the scent of the salmon that have now spawned, and it pushes that scent out into the lake. So usually the day it rains, a couple hours after a few millimeter drops or whatever, a couple inches have dropped, current lifts up, fish start coming in, day or two
See,
after a rainstorm.
that's the rain's no good for us down here in the harbour, because of the amount of hills that are around the harbour itself. Because Poole Harbour is the second largest natural harbour in the world,
Yep.
next to Sydney. And
Bet your waters are
when it
violent.
rains, it just floods it with fresh water, so it dries all the fish out.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah.
See,
That's
our
wild.
fish here will not bite after it rains because all the bugs and stuff like that and the larvae from like the mosquitoes and the gnats wash down in the water, so they're not hungry because they're eating all that. You could
Yeah.
stand there for freaking 2 days and not catch a damn trout.
Yeah. Yeah, it's different here.
Here, get over here.
I mean, different areas have got different situations
Yeah.
and different way the fish feed.
Yeah.
Hey, I fished a harbor over there on my game.
On your game?
Yeah, on my fishing game.
What harbour was it?
I don't know. I'd have to turn the game on to see what it was. But it was like a industrial area where there's like little bridges going across, and there's boats sitting there.
Sounds like every place in the States. Any lakeside.
I know, but it's England. I'd have to turn the game on and see where the hell it is.
Which game is it? Oh, it's the Fishing Planet
Fishing.
or Bassmasters.
No, it ain't Bassmasters. Hang on.
That's right,
'Cause I can.
Taco. You got that right, Carp. And he says the fish don't like eating when it's raining because they don't like getting wet. Fucking guy.
Pool.
Hang on, I'll
Oh
tell you
man,
what
we
it
need more
is.
more tips from Carpin. More tips from Carpin. Come on up, here,
That's
man. Give it.
that's another thing, Rich. Have you noticed when people are out swimming, whether they're in the swimming pool or in the sea, and it starts raining, they always get out and run for cover?
Yeah. Now, I think, depending on the situation, most times it's because of thunder. The chance of lightning, striking the ground or striking somebody while they're swimming. But the odds of that, as you know, are not very high. you know. But yeah, I've noticed even sun shower to be out on the beach. A little sun shower starts hitting and everybody starts going for cover. It's
Yeah.
Exactly,
standing
Judy.
in the water. Rich's famous fish calls bring all the fish to the yard. Yeah, I was thinking about selling like little
See,
fish call device, that would resemble
now
my
my family
authentic fish
is
calls.
from England. That's where my dad's side of the
Fish
family
calls.
came from, was England. So their last name is Fish. But before they changed it over here, over there it was Fische. Is how they spelt it over there. And then generations later, they changed it to Fish with Fish. So that's my maiden name. And
Nothing to
trust me,
do
I
with
grew up like a freaking when I was a baby.
nothing to do with the famous weatherman over here called Fish.
So you working tomorrow, Tasha?
Said it was going to be sunny and it was thunderstorms.
Yeah, I work at Walmart tomorrow unless my old manager needs me to come in.
Hey,
Let me
Rich.
Walmart.
freaking see where it is.
Walmart. That's our sister
Yes,
company
sir.
to our Asda.
I just want to ask you something
Yeah, I
here,
work
Pete. Right.
at DC.
You see, if you're playing a YouTube video or a live and you play something like Rocky Balboa, Eye of the Tiger, is that a copyright?
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
breach
yeah.
It's
copyright.
fishing.
Oh, yeah.
It's Fishing Sim World Pro
Now,
Tour.
here's the thing: a copyright and a copy strike. It's two different things. One will affect the monetization and whether or not it can be revenued out there without somebody having their fingers on it. The other one results to you losing your channel, which is a strike. You get 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're gone. I get lots of copyrights when I'm playing, say, somebody else's music,
Yeah.
and the video most times are not, unless there is a few songs that I've gotten hit with that literally it said that this video is limited ads, meaning that it would only allow me to have ads in certain areas of the world based off of either the content of the song and or the request of the person who owns it, which is usually big multi-business, Universal Studios, whatever the case may be. But it usually doesn't harm the channel. Like, you see a lot of people going over to Twitch and other areas to do these types of live streams and stuff when it comes to using music clips because YouTube's so anal about it now. They weren't, they weren't as bad, but now it's, oh yeah, it picks up on everything. Like I game, let's say I do gaming as well, right? And I've been working with some people, getting some squads together, some team parties and shit, so we can do this channel together, where a group of us are going to do this channel. And so I've been shooting the idea around. We're all going to administrate the channel, post content and everything like this, and go from there. But the problem is some of these video games that we're playing, they have these music clips in them, sounds and stuff like this that they use. And it could literally be a 3-second clip. YouTube picks it up. Everything in that sense, any melody or anything like that now. So, again, it just depends, man. Depends on what you're
So
doing with YouTube.
basically, any song that's worldwide known by any group or anything, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Mostly, yes. Somebody owns or has their finger on it. Yeah. Now you can, again, there's a lot of songs out there, especially the older music, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, where the contracts were different. Even some of going into the 90s, the contracts were a little bit different. The artist still had some type of entitlement to the product at hand, but there is a lot of artists out there that didn't. They lost all complete rights of it, and the people that they signed the music with, their albums with, and everything ended up being the core share owner of the product, and so those people, they own the company and the corporate rights to it, and that's where you end up getting into these issues where some of them are like, no, they just don't. They won't allow anybody to use it or anything, and but most times YouTube doesn't give somebody. Actually, I don't know any YouTuber, new YouTuber, or whatever that you say playing copyright music. If they're playing it through a live stream, whether it be in the background and they have a chat, it's still considered as content that's usable and will stay and obtain on YouTube as content for the creator. They just won't allow you to revenue it. Like, you don't
All
get in
right.
big trouble for it.
So the
If that
I
makes
just
places.
think it seems though they're very strict.
Yeah, they are strict. Yeah, but it's a
But
money
not
grab.
in the
That's why.
right
So what's going
places.
on, Tasha? What are you saying, Tasha?
I said the places I can fish in England are Manor Farm, Grand Union. I think that's it. Yeah, Manor Farm and Grand Union. But I
Grand
can't.
Union's a canal.
Yes, which is located in West London for pike and perch.
Yeah.
And then
I think the Grand Union goes up to Birmingham.
Manor Farm is linear fisheries complex. That's where Manor Farm is in the linear fisheries complex, which has been there since early 1990s. Big fish water, 700 carp.
I bet there's more than that in there.
Oh yeah, there's I'm trying to see. I can't freaking see that good from here. But there's carp, perch, catfish, and a handful of big bream.
Bream.
Yeah, a high percentage of the carp weigh in excess of 20 pounds. At least 50 different carp over 30 pounds. 6 of these
Good
topping
night, Mother
40
Hen.
pounds. And good night, Butter. And then some weighing over 50 pounds in the Manor Farm. But yeah, I can fish Waldies, Germany, Austria, France. Of course, the U.S. I can fish Florida, Lake Travis, Lake Miller, Lake Boulders in New York State, and it's, all of these are actual places. So Lake Boulders in New York, then you got Lake Johnson, Lake Gunnersville, Florida, Lake Travis, Lake Miller. I don't remember where the hell Lake Miller is. Oh, Lake Miller's in Wisconsin.
Does YouTube basically control you then when you do a live or do videos?
I wouldn't say it controls you. It just limits you.
You gotta follow the guidelines. Like
Yeah.
I restreamed the one live that Rich was doing. I restreamed it to my channel, and because of the music content, I got a copyright, which you can't monetize it, so you can't earn any revenue off of it. But it doesn't do anything to you. Now I've gotten copyrights because I use effects in the background. I've got copyrights using YouTube's approved music, non-copyright music. I've got a copyright on it. I've got a copyright using images. One happened to be my own, and I had to message them and be like, look, it's my own image. I took the damn picture. Granted, yeah, there may be money like mine, but it's my freaking yard.
There's a chap that I watch. He was out fishing live, and while he was out, 2 red flares went up. So he stopped the live, called the rescue services out. YouTube picked him up on that because of the red flares, and he had to appeal against it to get his video put back up. And you know, he stopped fishing because it wasn't in the title or something of his live that it was a rescue. How do you know when you're going to need to phone somebody for a rescue? But they picked it up, and he had to appeal against it.
Huh. Weird.
You know, what's he supposed to do? See a red flare and say, "Oh, I can't do anything about it. I'm on live on YouTube. Let the buggers drown."
So YouTube basically don't care, do they?
No. Just got in from football being on the start.
Hey guys, much love to you. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
You see, to me, the way it sounds, YouTube only seems to care about the people that are making them money.
That's
What, Burt Queen?
That's the business of it all, yeah.
Well,
Is that true, Rich?
It's the same thing with truck driving. YouTube is no different than working for a trucking company. Okay? A big trucking company, you're just a number. But if you're not beating that highway down and rolling them wheels, you're not making the company money. Well, YouTube is no different. If you're not putting out content, whether it's lives or videos or shorts, you're not making them revenue. So when you have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, or even say 50,000, you're getting more revenue than what I would put out, but I'm still earning them more money than what I'm getting. It's no different than trucking. If you're not putting the stuff out, then you're not making them revenue. The more stuff you put out and it gets views, the more revenue they get, as well as you. Even though it's like pennies on a dollar, but that's where
That's
your
if
super chats come in. Go ahead, Rich.
that's if you get monetized, mind you.
Yes, if you get monetized, yes.
You can always have the option of just doing it as a passion with, no monetization or anything of that sort and still put content out there and create a community around you. But YouTube will favor two things: the viewer, because the more the viewers are, the more the views come in, the more they can prove the analytics, they can prove the revenue, the whole aspect. The more viewers, the more people are likely to become a part of the YouTube Premium program, where they get to pay to have ads not played on the videos, stuff like this. There's just so much that goes into play, but YouTube is definitely now more leaning on towards, as well as any other streaming platform, a revenue platform like Money Talks. I mean, Mr. Beast was a perfect example of that. He built his channel off of giving money or giving something of some equity away. But in doing that, he created more velocity every time he posted a video. And his editing and his concepts were crazy. And the guy's, he's in all these games now, this Mr. Beast. You're seeing massive YouTubers now being part of multi-billionaire franchises, because if there's one thing that they can prove is that they were able to build a business or an image from nothing to billions and billions of people following and worshiping, and they get themselves up to a point where their words, their actual words, have power. And so people need, hire people, get a hold of them. Jake Paul is one of them, UFC fighter. He's a YouTuber fighter. I've been watching him since I seen it. Guy made it big on YouTube, and then finally started calling out UFC fighters and fighting them and winning the fights. The guy's a billionaire. But he
but did
didn't.
he make it?
He wasn't a
Did he
billionaire
make?
because of YouTube.
Did he
He
make his
used
money on
YouTube.
YouTube just that way?
No, I think that he did. He does make a fortune, but definitely a good piece of the pie comes from that. But if you were to ask that man personally, what where his sort of money comes in, I would assume that YouTube revenue is the smallest portion out of that pie,
Aye,
opposed
aye.
to all of his sublet businesses. You know what I'm saying?
Is there
Colognes,
people though?
clothing, logo.
Is there is
A really
is there
cool
people?
logo can go a long way.
Is
You
there
know,
people
like
though? Is there channels though that do make their living from YouTube alone though?
no, I don't think so. Not anymore. No, I don't think so. No,
So they have
I
to have
think
other.
even
They have to
even
have
if
other
they
people.
real time catfishing in the house. Nice to see you. Great channel there too as well. Even if like you solely constricted on just YouTube to make money, even then you would still be creating some
Hey,
type of
John, how you
revenue off
doing?
of counseling or re-educating or showing or teaching somebody how you do or what you're doing, because people will be inspired by what you do on a channel. So, you'll see a lot of big channels, they offer private teaching, classes or courses, and it might be on how to use this program, how to do this, how to do this graphic art program. There's so many things. It could be apps, it could be anything around the whole world. It just depends on what you're trying to go at as an angle. But if you're really good at it, if you're really good at whatever that is you're trying to show out there, you're trying to share with the world, there's always the avenue of making, and you'll see everyone doing it, that get up to that point, and it's making, creating an avenue where people can learn the way that you've done that. And so your private time would be, paid for through council programs and stuff like that. There's plenty of YouTubers out there that do it. But again, that's not making the money off of the ad revenue. That's making money off of private time and counsel into the teachings. You know what I'm saying? Like even a fishing guy, a lot of people give the content out there for free, but some people would like to learn just the way you do it. So like a half an hour private live stream with a subscriber, for whatever that might be your agreement to, that you can teach them everything and anything, your favorite fly, your secretest way of fishing off bottom, like all these things, like it just depends on where you're going with it is what I'm getting
So,
at.
basically, for example, a guy with 1 million subscribers will still maybe have to work in his own job for a living.
Oh, sure, yeah, 100%. I would say, to be honest with you, if a YouTuber wants to make it really big, like they should be, if they're going to be kids, young kids now that have been subjected to it. They're being raised on it. You're going to see billions of massive fucking kids that are like, 18, 19 years old that are owning YouTube. And the reason for that is because they've subjected every day and moment of their life around seeing it, watching it, being a part of it, watching people fail, watching people succeed. They see the best YouTuber to the worst YouTuber, and every day they see it. And until they're old enough and allowed to legitly make a YouTube channel, some of these kids as low as 6, 7 years old are watching YouTube, man, watching these fucking,
Okay.
you know what I mean? Because their
My
parents,
son,
oh
yeah.
yeah, and they're geniuses, man. They're geniuses, and it
Sammy,
may, they'll be great at clipping and doing all this technology stuff. Where I mean, I'll be first to say it. Like I'm a little behind. I'm 40 years old now, so some of these games and stuff these kids play, I can't play those games, man. Too quick for me. I can't even pay attention. I'm just like, ah,
Freaking,
whoa, what happened there? You know what I mean?
I'm freaking stuck at this one part in freaking Resident Evil, and I want to throw the damn controller through the freaking TV.
Right.
And the one mukbang person that I watch, she's my favorite. She's got 10.5 million subscribers, and YouTube is all she does. But she does have Instagram, TikTok, and puts different mukbangs up all the time, every
So
couple of days. Plus
I
she
have a
has all the
question
merch.
for you though. Yeah, she has all merch, right? She has merch and
Mhm.
all that stuff available. You follow her on other platforms as well?
Yeah.
Okay, is YouTube the highest for her followers or is Instagram?
I
I'd
have to
imagine
look.
Instagram's probably higher, to
Let
be
me
honest.
see. Nope. Instagram's 126,000.
Wow. So she probably maybe they
her
started YouTube from the beginning. That's the
her
other thing you like to
TikTok
do is I like to see how old a channel is. How
her
old is the YouTube
TikTok is
channel?
only 3 million, so YouTube is the highest.
And how old is the YouTube channel? That's what I'm curious of.
2018.
Whew. What are we in 2026? 23, sorry.
23, yeah.
So what are we talking? 7, 8, 10 years?
18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 5 years.
5 years and she's acquired that many subs. How many subs?
Um,
10? 10 you said, I think?
10.5 million.
Wow. That's crazy.
But
It just takes
I like
takes short.
watching hers because
Crazy.
what makes, I mean, granted, most people don't like watching other people eat. But she's like so expressive. Like when she eats, she like makes it fun and funny.
Yeah.
So that's another reason why I enjoy watching her, because like when she's doing the seafood and stuff like that, and she'll bring these huge freaking octopus legs that's like freaking this long. They're as tall as she is.
That's gross.
And she cooks them like just the expression on her freaking face when she's doing it, it cracks me the hell up. I love watching her. She just makes it fun and interesting, not like other people that really, I don't think they react a lot with their subscribers like she does. because she gets so excited and so hyped up every time she does one.
Yeah.
Where other ones, it's like, okay, you're just going to show up with freaking food.
Yeah.
Where she actually prepares the food right there, cleans it, prepares it, and then eats it. Where other ones that I follow, it's like, okay, you're just going to show up with a bunch of food. And they're not expressive and they're not excited about it, which that's like a turnoff to me. If they like showing up for sex and be like, whatever. Here I am, lay on the bed, whatever.
Well,
That
the funny thing is, I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, okay, and it's something that I kind of clued into a little ways back, and somebody had mentioned it, on one of these how you YouTube videos or whatever get 1,000 views on doing it this way and whatever, and one of them was a pretty intense interview about personality and stuff like this and how somebody will create a personality around their live streams, based on, and so one of the biggest things that people were talking about is that if you don't really like what you're doing, then you're not going to last. Whatever it is that you choose to do and share on a social media, you better make sure that you love it so much that no matter what somebody does, says, or, you're going to keep doing it. And then, second of all, was people want to be inspired. And so when coming across, you'll see a lot of people, they might seem like they're a little extra, They're like, wow, thank you so much for joining my YouTube channel today, blah, 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 blah. And they're in your face and they're changing all these angles, right? But the thing is that you don't realize it, but subliminally in the back of your head, it's sparking these emotions. It's sparking this thing to keep you moving forward into the video. So one of the tips they were saying that even if it's not the niche that you're in, wherever you find yourself most on YouTube, wherever you find yourself, that person, that character, that inspiration, that thing that gives you that thing is kind of like where you start. That's your starting point, so to speak, in an essence of like, because if you like it and you're enjoying yourself, then you're going to enjoy doing or creating something similar. And you see a lot more YouTubers now they call it copycatting, and I don't want to get too crazy into that, but it's more common now where, like, let's say if your favorite streamer wears red sunglasses, and you think it's cool. Well, fuck, throw on a pair of red sunglasses. Make yourself feel a little bit more, stupid little things like this, right? But it is one of the ways that people hit the trend. And it's when you see somebody do something that's
So,
trending,
Richard,
how do you show that in a way how do you create the same thing but do it in your way? And you
Rich,
keep
so we
trying
got
to
to all
find
walk
that
around with
trend.
holes in the back of our trousers now, like Tony.
Yeah, you got to have holes in your trousers. That's right.
I
If he's
can, I'll
getting
get
the
a
views,
strike.
if he's getting the views, you might want to get some holes in your trousers. You know what I
I
mean?
didn't get to view.
Split up.
I'm gonna have to like rewind this freaking live just so I can have a view.
That was
Yeah.
so funny because he was walking down the
Well, when you first started, there was 19
rocks to
in the
go
house.
fishing, and he slipped. And when he slipped, he ripped the back of his trousers.
Yeah, YT Taco says, so I need to grow a beard and learn guitar. You just might. You just might have to, But there's
When
things,
people come
there's
in
little
like
things.
when people come in like you described, it reminds me of the freaking dude on Let's Get Ready to Rumble. And when they do that and they're talking like that's what it reminds me of, and I freaking laugh my ass off.
Yeah.
But I can't like do it like him because that would be copyright.
Well, no, but you can come up with, your own same type of concept, just a different approach. That's kind of the idea. To me, when I started seeing that's, for instance, you see a short out there, it hits 1 million views, okay, and you look, you're like, holy crap, and you see this. Well, some people, this is what they do. They take that fucking short and they download it, or they bring it into another window, and they'll edit their video like it. And they right down to the captioning, if they put font on it, if it's a short, and they'll use it as a template. And they might even put their title out there just a little off of what the actual title was. And I'm telling you, they'll post this friggin' short like 5, 6 times differently throughout a time in a day. They don't care about what their subscribers think. They just post it out there. And you'll see the same short with different titles, like 10 friggin' shorts. One of them's going to hit. And now you'll see when it hits the wall, most people, like Tasha is saying, we get what, 3, 4 thousand at an average at a high, right?
Mhm.
But what that short did is the short told you a couple things. It's either it was the title or it was the image. One of the two made the people, made the common denominator, or at least a portion of them, want to know what the hell that video was about. Now, what I've been finding is if you challenge the viewer, or it's a how-to, or you challenge them like, you won't believe what happened here, and there's like some thumbnail of somebody like half falling over, it's something stupid. People want to see if they get hurt. That like it just there's so many little weird ways that people clickbait you to click on that video. But when you do have, see me, I'm afraid to repetitively post shorts. Repetitively post them out. Once I have a video out there, I feel like it's done. That's it. That's the video. But what I'm learning is you can break that video down. If it's a 5, 10 minute, 20-minute live or an hour, you can break segments down and put them into these little shorts and title it whatever the hell and just keep doing it and 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 doing it. And the next thing you know, somebody like the channel that you see there, in 5 years, you got 1 million subscribers. Now, I don't know what that would be like when you go live, because live streaming's a different platform, so to speak. But Shorts is massive now. Like Shorts is crazy. I have so much content that I need to filter through and then erase. But they're all just there specifically for Shorts, like literally. And I hope that my subscribers will understand the reason for it. But like soon enough, in this new year, I'm going to dump everything that I have, that even unseen footage and everything, and turn them into 30
Who's
second,
playing,
60.
Sammy?
Just
Huh?
boof, boof, boof.
Who's playing?
Oh, sorry. I'm just watching the Scottish football here. Cove Rangers versus Edinburgh City.
But I just don't have the energy to keep, to do that. I have to do other things in my life first. If I was younger and didn't have the responsibilities and shit and, all the pressures and all that shit, then it would be different. But unfortunately, I can't put all my focus on the things that I want to do on YouTube at this
Well,
point.
that's what drives me nuts. I miss streaming 14 times a week.
Yeah.
Definitely miss
Yeah.
7 days a week.
You
But it's
definitely
hard
stay.
working 2 jobs. I can't. It's so hard for me to like do a morning show, which I've been wanting to do at least one. But it's like every day I'm like, okay, I'm going to do a morning coffee live and truck stop. My other boss calls me into work because I planned on doing one this morning. He's like, hey, can you be here for 10? I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. Not like I can live stream from work because I'll end up like somebody else's wife and getting fired. Well, yeah, she decided. Now, okay. When you're in a Walmart DC, or, well, I don't know how the stores are, but there's absolutely no pictures or videos allowed to be taken inside the DC at all. So this person jumped up on her husband's panel while he was live and she was working in a Walmart DC. She got fired. And they had been watching her a lot because of her phone use. And back then, it was, you were not allowed to be on your phone at all. You couldn't message anybody. You couldn't call anybody. You couldn't answer a phone call. Well, now they changed that policy. You can be on your phone. You're not allowed to be on YouTube. you're not allowed to listen to music, but you can answer phone calls and you can text. So long as you're not moving, like you're not allowed to talk and walk on the phone. If somebody calls you, you have to stop where you are and talk to them. But back then, when I first started, there was absolutely no cell phone. Like you could not touch your phone.
Anyway, I'm going to bid you all good night.
Yeah, I was
If I
gonna
don't
say
see-
it's getting late for you, Paul.
Yeah, if I don't see you
Going for
beforehand,
3,
have a
isn't
happy
it?
new year.
Going for 3, right?
Yeah, 7 minutes to 3.
Mm-hmm.
See that, Paul?
See you
Good
then,
night,
Sammy.
Paul.
Night all.
Night, Paul. Sorry, I got
Good night.
fish eggs in my
I'm
hands.
gone.
I'm like, I've almost got this. That'd be probably more than enough, 60, 70 bags. That's a few days.
Well, I'll be here for another 10 minutes anyway.
Yeah, I got people sending me invites right now to go and join them into some games. But not I've
Alright,
been
I'm probably
ignoring
gonna
it.
shut down in a few minutes anyways.
Look at that, Tasha. Holy. Those are all
I
tied
know, I
fish
wish I
eggs.
could come fishing with you, damn it.
That's
But I don't
big
care
one
if I
today.
fish, just to sit there with you and Judy will be good enough for me.
Yep, that'd be fun. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to get my passport.
It'd be a hell of a video for a meetup. I'll tell you
Oh
that.
yeah, it would. Definitely be a fun live stream if we did that too.
Which one? The fishing or?
Well, no, that we gotta keep off YouTube, Rick. Or my channel definitely gonna get shut down.
There we go. Nice.
That would be awesome, Tarpon. As they say at Motel 6, I'll leave the light on for you. Well, I didn't think you were going to be wrestling a freaking kangaroo. I assumed it'd be fishing. In the non-derogatory sense of fishing.
Let's go. Get in there.
Who else is going live, Rich?
Pardon me?
Who else is going live?
Oh no, I'm not. I got my
Oh, you're
nephews
talking
off.
gaming, yeah.
Yeah, they want to play some Fortnite, shit like that. I think either Fortnite or Rocket League, one or the other. I got a bunch of people.
I need to download that and try playing it, but it'll probably be like all fucking retarded.
Well, if you let me know if you got it, it's free, right? It's a free game. Like
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
know.
really good
I
at
haven't
it because
downloaded it yet.
I'm not really good at the game myself, but for some reason I'm surrounded with a bunch of people that are really good. So I get a couple wins here and there, but I like Rocket League. Fortnite's cool. I like the game, but it is a young, like you can play with friends. That's the cool part. Like if you just play with friends and stuff that, or you know, for instance, the 3 or 4 of us, even Carpin, we're all older, right? So when we're all playing together, it's all laughs and stuff. But you get the odd time you get a kid in there, it's like, oh fuck. Just depends. But we get our kids on there, and you know, come play with us and stuff. It's fun. You get to play with all the kids. Right now, it's been my buddy's nephews and their cousins, and it's been neat. So I'll probably jump down and. But I could live stream it on the other channel.
Yeah, like I said, I was shut down.
Yeah, I'm just cleaning up here.
So I can take my boys out and take my sleeping nap and hopefully go to sleep.
Look, you gotta have your beer trousers on if you're gonna be drinking.
I'm gonna say those are nice.
Yeah. I'm talking about the beer cups, right? Not the.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, smartass. I wasn't looking at the beer mug in the center, you know.
The handle, the beer handle.
Exactly.
Yeah, I got quite a bit tied up. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. See, that's quite a bit. You know. Jeez. Always like always love. I don't know what that is. All right. All right, Tasha, sweetheart. I'm gonna jump off here.
All right, Rich. Thanks for
Thank
coming
you
up.
so much for having me up. I
Yeah,
appreciate
you're
it.
welcome up here anytime. You know that.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, have a good night. Yo, Sammy, where'd you go? You hiding in the bathroom? I think Sammy done fell in the loo. Love you too, Judy. All right, guys, I'm gonna shut down. Much love to y'all. Thank you for coming out and hanging in, or hanging out, or hanging in, however you want to look at it. Much love and God bless.